All right, boys and girls, boys and ghouls. It's not Halloween yet. I'll save that. I'll save that pun for October. How you guys doing tonight? This is the High Council. It's being hosted by me, Ethan Van Sciver, right here on Comic Artist Pro Secrets. I'm happy to see so many of you guys waiting here to hang out with us. Do appreciate it. We got a lot of great guests tonight. Let's go through our usual fellas. We've got from Geeks and Gamers, we've got our buddy Jeremy. How you doing, Jeremy?
What's up, High Council? It's Jeremy coming to you with another High Council. And boys and ghouls, how's everybody doing? So.
we've got world-class bullshitters in the house with Jeff Hicks. How you doing, Jeff?
I'm doing well. It's good to be back. I had a little break, and now I'm back to YouTube full time.
Yeah. It's good to have you back. And our special guest tonight. We always have a fourth. Okay, we always have a cycling, rotating fourth. Tonight, I'm going to give you a fourth and a fifth, even a fifth. We've got Jesse Milestone from Mindless Entertainment.
What's up, everybody? I just want to say hi to the ghouls and the man babies. So.
And for the first time, premiering on the High Council, very first appearance. Y'all know him, y'all love him. Probably the most requested guest from you guys, the fans, for all of our channels. You guys are always asking me for him, and I'm sure you're asking Jeremy and Jeff as well to have him on. Very happy to introduce to you the great editing talent of Ivan Ortega.
Holy shit, I'm blushing right now. Thank you so much. It's me, the Mexican white supremacist.
That's what's going on right now, guys. We got some crazy stuff going on in the world of Star Wars. It's almost like everything has just kind of expanded and exploded. I take some of the blame. I'll tell you what happened to me. I'm sitting there doing nothing, minding my own business on Twitter, which is all I ever do, fending off SJWs with my trebuchet. By the way, I am building a series of trebuchets. I am working with scientists from NASA to create a trebuchet big enough to fling Rian Johnson and Kathleen Kennedy to Mars. Now, they have produced a beautiful sketch, a beautiful diagram of how this would work. It's going to be located in the Florida Panhandle. It's going to be very, very big. It's going to involve a space shuttle and a booster rocket. It's going to be the biggest trebuchet. And every time these motherfuckers open their mouths, it gets 10 feet taller, the trebuchet. But this trebuchet is going to use the space shuttle as a counterweight to actually shoot both of those people past the atmosphere. Some scientists let me know that they might burn up as they leave the atmosphere. And I was like, oh my God. Oh, okay, let's keep going. But if they survive and they can hold their breath, they will go on to Mars using one of the booster rockets of the shuttle. So that's what we're working on. Now, that's what happened to me. I'm sitting there working on science, which is probably the most innocent thing that anyone could do, working on the science, when all of a sudden somebody tweets me something, and I don't know who these people are. I don't know why people bother me. Why do they bother me on Twitter? I don't understand. Well, yeah.
Because you're white.
Says. Ooh. Is that what it is? I don't know. I never looked that deeply into it, but I got this picture of somebody named Digoots. Yeah, Zergoot. I got a nice picture of her. She has a coffee mug in her office, and it says "Fanboy Tears." And this picture was sent to me with some outrage from people who said, "Oh my God, look at this!" Now I don't know who this person is. Who is this person?
She is the host of the Star Wars show on the official Star Wars YouTube channel. That's Andy Gutierrez.
Okay.
And just to appease the chat, trebuchet. I said it. Everybody wants me to say it. Trebuchet. Is that right? Trebuchet? 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 Trebuchet?
Keep going.
Trebulache?
That's the one.
Yeah, you might get a version that's better. You might hit on. Well, I'm thinking about naming my second-born son Trebuchet. I like that name.
Ivan and I actually have a name for our firstborn child already picked out. And it was a word that we came across completely by accident, but it is clearly the greatest word ever created. And that word is skookum.
What? Skookum.
Skookum. S-K-O-O-K-U-M. Anyone want to guess what that means?
No, what?
The definition of skookum is, and I actually took a screenshot of this so I could reference it at any time, right? The definition of skookum is of a person or animal strong, brave, or impressive.
It sounds like that river in
Nice.
Philadelphia, the Schuylkill River.
Yeah,
Schuylkill.
Schuylkill. Yeah, the Schuylkill River.
Yes, but that means hidden river. So this means strong, brave, or impressive. Or in its archaic form, it was a noun that meant a street party or trade fair.
Fascinating. I like the name, but I think we skipped over the big story, which is that you and Ivan
Yes.
are engaged to be married. Now, I was there when this happened. I saw Ivan produce a beautiful ring off of a can of Pepsi, I think.
Yes, it was. It
Oh,
was
guys,
actually-
Nulget's here. Sorry, we have to talk about Nulget at some point too. Carry on.
Yeah, and I was impressed by that. I actually cried. Strong men. Strong men also cry. Strong men also cry. I did cry a little bit. I was very proud of you guys. When is the date anyway? When it? December.
Well,
We're
we've been
probably
arguing
looking
about
at, within the next year and a half or so, once we take over completely over Lucasfilm and we, run it, most likely the wedding is going to be the celebration of said event.
joint celebration.
Have it at Star Wars Celebration with all the fans.
Oh, that's a good call. Good
Oh
idea,
my
Jeff.
God, yes.
Put out invitations. We could market it like the Spider-Man Mary Jane wedding. We get the
Oh.
Cubs involved.
Can I be upside down while giving the kiss?
Sure.
Like
I mean, it's your
Spider-Man?
wedding.
I have to be okay with this too.
Oh yeah, sure.
You can do the Spider-Man kid. Oh, great. Yeah, sure. Thank you. I feel so. I feel like an equal in this relationship. You can do the upside down kiss if I can walk down the aisle to the Imperial March.
I mean, that was granted.
Okay, good.
I like it. I like it.
Also,
but
he wants to be our.
and so let me get us back on track for Ethan though, because he wanted to know about Andy Gutierrez. So that is the host of the Star Wars show on the official Star Wars YouTube channel, and that picture that she's flaunted that picture quite a few times. So Laura Story, who has since left Twitter, posted that, and she has left Twitter because of the harassment she received because of that picture. I was informed. Laura. She says like a Rian Johnson ruined my fan fiction story was her name.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
She's
she
fun.
left. She left social media because of the harassment she was dealing with. I mean, she was getting an onslaught from the SJWs. They were going after her like crazy. They were linking me. They were like taking screenshots of it because I was tagged in it. They were saying the Geeks and Gamers crew is after Andy Gutierrez. I'm like, what? I haven't even responded to this.
It's like West Side Story. We're like, you've got the Geeks and Gamers crew. I got the Jets and the Sharks over here. It's the Ethan Van Sciver crew. They're attacking. Yeah, that's what we do. Guys, I couldn't give less of a shit. Honestly, excuse my language, chat. I'm sorry. I know this is a family show. To be honest
My mom's
with you,
here again.
yeah. Oh, sorry. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, Mrs. Milestone. Excuse my language. I couldn't. Honestly, in order for me to accurately depict how little of a I give, let me think of a visual metaphor. All living beings would have to become constipated from the beginning of time until way into the future. That's how little. I mean, all the way down to a paramecium would not be able to excrete poop. That's how little I care about any of this. I don't care. I don't care on a cosmic level. I don't care on a grand level about any of this. But this gets tweeted my way. So look, she's got a picture of a mug on her shelf. It says fanboy tears. And to me, it's just like, and here's what I said. I said, Jesus, she looks like Debbie Wasserman Schultz. Now, some people thought that was an insult, but you have to remember my taste in fantasy women runs Tico-ish. So, I mean, honestly, this is why I need to actually read the lines that I write and instead of just writing them. Some people would think that was an insult. I am just like, yeah, she looks like Debbie Wasserman Schultz. Like that. If I'd put a at the end of that, it would have been different. But I did add this. I said, SJW Lucasfilm hates the fans. Now, regardless of what this photograph is, that is a clearly true statement. Lucasfilm, SJW Lucasfilm, does hate the fans. It's clear. And people actually said to me in response to this, being very defensive over poor D. Goots. I don't know who this person is. I don't watch her show. I don't care. I don't care if she keeps her job or loses her job. That's not my point here. My point is that Lucasfilm shows a very clear pattern of treating its fans with scorn, and it's almost like it's a joke now. Somebody said this picture though, it predates The Last Jedi. It predates The Last Jedi. I'm like, is that supposed to make it better? That makes it even worse. That means they hated the fans before the fans hated them. I mean, if you really, well, no, that you know, this is from right after The Force Awakens. People liked you guys after The Force Awakens. Why are you drinking the tears of fanboys who pay your bills when they still love you? Now, I can understand that attitude now. Maybe
I didn't love him back then.
You did.
Fuck them. Ever since Disney purchased Star Wars, I don't care who listens. They've never made a quality film.
So, really quick, a lot of people are talking about Rebel Force Radio in the comments. I'm actually talking to Rebel Force Radio right now via text message. I'm going to get a statement from them to read here on the council at some point.
Oh, I love it.
And I am also got confirmation that, so I'm talking to Jimmy Mack right now, and let me see. Let me pull it back up. And Jason Swank has said that he would love to appear on Geeks and Gamers and have an interview with me, so we can kind of get their side of things. So, just so you guys know. So as soon as I get more information on that, I will keep you posted. And I'm reading all the comments on the regular chat. So,
yeah, I would like to know. Those guys reached out to me a little bit and said, "Hey, can we come on your show, or do you want to come on our show?" I can't remember. I don't have time. I'm working on stuff, but I would like to have them on so that we can at least. I do want to know what they're going through. I watched them in response to this picture, this image that circulated all over Twitter. I watched SJWs swarm them like nothing I've ever seen before. Here's the thing about SJWs. Hey Jeff, what do you think of this? I'm gonna hit you with the theory.
Okay.
You tell me, because Jeff, if you were not into Star Wars, you would be a bodyguard. What do you think of that?
Maybe. Well, I'll play along. Sure, I'll be a bodyguard.
Okay, you could be a bodyguard. That's just listen. I'd be a truck driver. Okay, that's my blue collar alternate reality. Your blue collar alternate reality is bodyguard. Okay, you're a big guy. You're a big dude. All right, so here's what SJWs do. They're bullies, and when they smell blood, they swarm like a pack of rabid hyenas. But the worst thing that you can do is give them a scalp. And that is what has happened with Rebel Force Radio, RFR. I fear that them leaving Twitter, instead of standing up and responding to this abuse and harassment, any way that you can do it, I would just mute, block, mute, block, mute, block. If you have to do that, if you can't just say, "Hey, fuck you," is the best way to cope with this. Them leaving, now they're dancing around. I mean, Jeff, what's your attitude about bullies?
I don't like them. I know people think that we're the bullies in this case, but we're kind of like the good guys here. But for being a guy of my size, I've never been a bully, but no one's ever bothered me, so I've never had to deal with it on a personal level. But I do feel bad for these Rebel Force Radio guys, because I don't run our social media on Twitter. So when you guys talk about Twitter drama that somehow we're tagged in, I don't see it. I don't care. Like you talked about not giving a shit. On a greater scale, I don't even give a shit on a galactic level because I don't see it. Like,
lucky you.
I don't have the time.
Yeah.
Well, RFR has been, I've listened to them since they were the Forcecast, which was a long time ago, and then they left the Forcecast and created their own thing called RFR. That happened right around the time that Disney purchased Lucasfilm. They left Forcecast, created their own deal, and I think they've been doing this for about 10 years now. They've always been, even when Star Wars didn't have a lot going on in that, phase prior to Disney's purchase, they've always just been incredibly passionate Star Wars fans, keeping, the fandom going. And, it's just kind of basically they're being overrun by this crowd that got a lot of their following. And again, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it, but there's a lot of these people got their following based on The Force Awakens to lead up to The Force Awakens, all these theories, with Snoke and Rey and all this stuff. And they got a huge following out of it. No problem with that. But now a lot of them are actually, like, I guess there's this jealousy because RFR's kind of had a relationship with Lucasfilm. They got him kicked off a podcast panel at Star Wars Celebration a few years ago, and they're just like it's the outrage culture, man. It's just they just ganged up on him.
Jeremy, so was Forcecast, was that from the Force.net? Was that their podcast?
Yes.
Okay, I've listened to them in the past.
Now, hang on.
Then they were kind of what?
Well, but I'm saying like the Forcecast continued after them, so I don't know if you actually.
I'm going back to 2011.
Okay, so
I remember they were when the Blu-rays came out, they were kind of douchey to people about people bitching about the special edition changes and shit. And they even wrote a fucking song about they're George's movies. He can do what he wants and all this crap. I'm like, ugh. So
right.
Wait, that's Rebel Force that did that?
Yeah, they were the Forcecast at the time.
Okay.
I always remember.
I wanted to touch on that bullying thing that we were speaking on, because it's so funny to me how, with all the fanboys tiers and everything that's happening, how acceptable it is to be bullying OG Star Wars fans when, like, original Star Wars fans, we were not the cool kids. Like, we were not the ones of us who grew into these crazy diehard adults who still feel like Star Wars is life. We were the ones that when we were, I don't know about, I mean, I maybe I can't speak for you guys, but I was certainly not the cool kid. I was not the popular kid. I was getting bullied. I was not cool because I knew every single line from the original trilogy before most of my friends had watched it. That did not make me cool. And like, we were the ones who probably grew up taking that kind of bullying, taking that kind of harassment. It's just kind of funny to me that now, like, the mainstream audience is the one that they're the ones coming after us and being like, oh no, you guys are the bullies. Like, no, you're really just the same crappy popular kids that bullied us in high school, and now you're bullying us as adults.
That's a good analogy.
That's a great analogy.
No joke.
Yeah, well,
because basically those kids in high school that were like that, they always had to be interested in everything that had nothing to do with them.
Yeah.
That's basically what the SJWs are now. Like, oh, you said something on social media 7.5 years ago. Answer it, or everyone in your family must die. You know, it's like you made a racially insensitive joke when you were in your early 20s and you were drunk. Explain yourself. You know, like, what the hell are you talking about?
I've done a lot of things when I was drunk. I'm not proud of it.
They speak in the most incredibly angry and degrading way possible. And that's what they do. They'll just say, like, if in that circumstance, you made a joke in your 20s that was racially insensitive and you are a piece of human garbage. You are worthless. You don't deserve to share the planet with normal human beings. This is the way these animals speak to other human beings. This is the way they behave. They are intolerable. This is going on in comic books right now. I find myself at the forefront of a movement called Comicsgate, where these same people have taken over comic books, and they are making absolute garbage in terms of comics. They're ruining, in the same way that Rian Johnson ruined Man Baby Johnson, has ruined Luke Skywalker. They are ruining our heroes in comics, and they're doing it flippantly. They're doing it very publicly, and the sales are responding in kind. And they don't care. They don't care about the sales. That's not what this is about. This seems to be about actually actively shutting down dissent while they go ahead and ruin American icons that represent heroism, masculinity, femininity, all of these things. They want to shut all that crap down, and then they want to replace it with their own kind of hip weirdness, their hip creepy weirdness. So that's happening there. It's happening right here in Star Wars. Our fans have sensed it. That's why we are the Fandom Menace. That's why we have grown together as a community. That's why we formed the High Council to organize under this principle, this idea that this is happening. Star Wars is failing because of it. And now you have people like Rian Johnson, who is not fucking making his trilogy. I'm sorry, Mrs. Milestone. Sorry, excuse my language. Is not making his trilogy. It's not happening. It ain't happening. He's not making his trilogy. If he were, he'd be very busy right now. Instead, he's got time to read articles on the Daily Beast about yours truly and respond. And that is not a man who is busy reworking and remaking Star Wars for a new generation. That is an unemployed, embittered, round-headed fool. Excuse me.
I was just gonna say, but Ethan, he's a genius. He doesn't need to spend years conceiving and writing of this stuff. He's just gonna go take a really big shit one day, and the script is gonna come out of his ass.
Yeah, The Last Jedi was a first draft, so.
Wow. Was it really? I bet it was.
It was.
It wouldn't surprise me.
No, that's on record. I'll pull up something and tell you right now.
Because
God.
because obviously I went off on him. I talked about the Billy D. Williams thing on my channel today, and that just turned into basically several minutes of me going off on Rian Johnson and what an arrogant prick he is. Like who makes a trilogy and it's like, all right, I got the second half. All right, I got part 2. I don't care what happened in part 1. I don't care that this is a trilogy and therefore a cohesive story over 3 movies. I'm just gonna do whatever the fuck I want.
Yeah.
Sorry, Mom.
That's not my fault, Mr. Milestone. Wow, I can't talk to
Ethan's
I
a
can't
bad
talk
influence.
tonight.
Don't
Yeah.
let me hang out with him anymore.
Hey, Ethan, leave the stuttering to me, okay? Like, don't
My
try to.
goodness.
I'm not trying to create like a international comic phenomenon. Leave the stuttering to me. I'll let you do you. You do me. Okay.
All
That
right.
came out wrong.
Wait, did you say
That came out wrong.
I'm
This
glad
is-
this
Let it
is
be
on
known.
record.
Do you
I like
guys
where
want to
this
do
is
a
going.
joint wedding, Jeremy and Ethan?
I'm
Ethan's
an
pretty
ordained
famous.
minister.
Ethan's
I'll do
pretty
it.
famous. I might have to take you up on that offer. So.
You know you
This
want to, Jeremy. You know.
Get a prenup, Ethan.
This is what it all comes down to, though. Just to tie this all together, as you see Rian Johnson himself, and all of his weirdos that are circling him, insisting that The Last Jedi was a good movie and that everyone else is an incel and a man baby. They are going to co-opt this movement with SJWs. They are going to continue to attack the fans. This DeGoots thing is another attempt at damseling because Tico didn't work. Now they're going to try to use DeGoots as the damsel in distress. Get ready for it. I'm just saying, get ready for it. Tell these people to go straight to hell. You are the people with the money. We are the people with the money. We're the people who actually purchase this product or don't purchase it. We are the people that have the ability to make Star Wars Episode 9 coming at $400 million. That's our power. That is our strength. That is our superpower. Can you imagine?
No, I'm reading these comments right now. They're
I can
destroying
imagine
me,
because
so.
Wicked comes out the same day as Star Wars Episode 9. I'm
Oh.
not saying I'm going to go see it, but there's a huge audience of people that will go see that movie over Star Wars. It's funny.
And
Yeah,
Jumanji
I'm
2.
one of them now.
Jumanji.
Yeah, they're trying to target a certain demographic that they're not going to go see Star Wars over something else. They'll go see Wicked, and then they'll go have Christmas, and then they may take their kids to see Jumanji, and maybe Star Wars is a third choice. So,
I would definitely see Jumanji over Star Wars at this point.
but Jumanji doesn't come out. Jumanji comes out 1 week prior to Star Wars.
But what we're saying is that it could hurt it. It could still hurt it.
I hope it does.
So
No, it's definitely going to hurt it. You know,
Inevitably, yeah.
we can see this desperation with Lucasfilm, and I think it's actually very contradictory to what they want to do. They have the legacy characters, and they don't use them as characters. They use them as a marketing tool. In this case, Billy D. Williams coming back as Lando. Lando has not been mentioned in any of the prior movies. He, as far as we know, there's not like a lead up. Like in Empire Strikes Back, he was presented, and then he had a role, on Return of the Jedi. Here, they just appear to market, hey, you want to come and see this movie because Luke Skywalker is in it. We're going to treat him like absolute shit, but you came and pay for Luke. You don't come for Rey. You don't go for Kylo. You don't go for any of the characters because they haven't created one that makes us want to support it. Now, whenever they do have one, they only use it as marketing, not as a character.
What do you guys think of the return of Lando Calrissian? How are they going to disgrace and kill Lando?
I like someone's thoughts on it was trying to have sex with the Millennium Falcon.
Fuck him on the morning show. I laughed for like 2 minutes straight.
Yeah, I think it's a pathetic marketing ploy for them because they can't market Carrie Fisher. They can't really. I guess they can market Mark Hamill, Luke Skywalker, and they can't use Han. So they're basically pulling the last legacy character they can to utilize for marketing purposes. He's probably going to have a small role. They're going to kill him off, and it's going to be complete nonsense. That's the way I look at
Do you
it.
think they have the balls to kill him off because they could be conceived or perceived as a racist? if they kill off one of the only black characters in the movie.
That's true. That's true.
I did touch on that. The thing I said, there's really no way to win bringing Billy Dee into this movie, because either they do what they've done to all the other legacy characters, which is ruin and kill him, or they do him correctly, and that's just going to piss me off more, because I'm be like, all right, you understand how to handle an original trilogy character. You understand, you get it. Why the fuck couldn't you have done this with any of the other characters anytime before?
Well, who do you blame for that problem? First off, Harrison Ford got what he wanted, so he got killed off. That was his ego, whatever they offered to pay him, that's why he died. Mark Hamill, if J.J. Abrams would have made Episode 8, Luke Skywalker probably wouldn't have been the misanthropic piece of crap that he was. So
True.
I think it comes. Look, both movies suck to me, but I think it's when you have too many cooks, to use that stupid YouTube video. They ruin it. They ruin the thing. So with Lando, I think you have a safer bet that he's just going to be kind of in the background.
That's fair. I still don't think that just because Harrison Ford wanted Han to be killed, that justifies what JJ did to his character.
Oh no, I'm not justifying it. He's my favorite Star Wars character. I hated how weak he was during the movie, that when he did die, I didn't give a shit anymore. I was just like, I'm done. Get me out of this theater.
Right? Oh my God.
I wish I would have known you in 2015. We could have talked like this. You could have been my support group.
It would have been so cathartic.
Man, my friends just didn't get it.
I just want to point out.
Oh my God, tell me about it.
I'm going to take advantage of Jeff giving a backhanded comment to J.J. Abrams, and I'm going to. That's on record, so it might have been backhanded.
Yeah, but you said you wanted Ethan to do you earlier, so
there's no covering up for this year. You're not covering.
Why are you bringing up old Stip? Come on,
it's in 20 minutes super chats. It is in one of the super chats, so it's gonna come up again. You're just gonna have to make peace with that fact, Jeremy.
I'm just buy a pussy hat and start protesting. So.
Protesting your own marriage.
Yeah, but speaking on episodes 9's box office, Disney better be careful. I mean, Star Wars fans have made their voice known. Solo was a disaster. It wasn't a disaster because people didn't want to see that movie per se. It was a disaster because The Last Jedi turned so many people off. And the reaction to The Last Jedi turned so many people off. Keep giving us shit online. Keep making fun of us. Keep attacking us. We'll all go see Jumanji. We'll make Jumanji $1 billion movie, and episode 9 will make $500 million. Keep doing it, because the fans have more power than they've ever had in the history. Social media has given us power. You can't control us. You can't tell us what to do. Too many fans are smarter than they used to be, and they're not buying into the BS. It's not CNN and Fox and MSNBC controlling the narrative anymore. There are people like us, and there's people all over the internet that are controlling the narrative, and there's a lot of smart people, and you're going to find out the hard way if you keep fucking with us.
Amen. And that is what our channels are going to become next year. Suddenly we're going to become great big Jumanji fans. Promoting and generating excitement and heat over the Jumanji sequel. Hell, I didn't even see the first one or the remake, but let's go ahead and let's make plans to see. No, I'm not saying that.
Anything with The Rock, I'm on board with. So, with the exception
I like The Rock too.
Skyscraper.
He's great.
I like The Rock too. Let me read a couple super chats here. GR people, thanks for Canadian $2. Good evening, Uncle Ethan. Twitter was weird again. So what else is new, GR people? Joyful Slave, thanks for $5. $5 for tacos from one white supremacist to another.
I love you.
Tyler Coates, thanks for $5. Good evening, High Council. Please accept this humble offering. We're not worthy. We're not worthy. Oh, you're all worthy. Of course you are. Tippy Tail McKitty, $2 for Ivan and Jesse's baby. Oh, that's wonderful.
That's going to the crib.
Yeah, baby shower. Ruin Roundhead Kick, thank you for thanks for $10. If you saw Luke fully alive in the trailer for episode 9, wielding a lightsaber and fighting the Knights of Ren, how would that make you all feel? Would it raise your interest for episode 9?
Confused as hell. How can you justify that?
I mean, honestly, at this point, I think even if they bring Luke in the most bullshit way possible, at this point, I'm like so desperate that I would believe it. I'm like, just try to rectify in any way you can. You know,
I'd be happy. I would accept it too. I'm in denial about The Last Jedi at this point. I'm just in denial about it. I think honestly, I see it as a terrorist attack. And I've gotten over it. I'm not going to revisit it.
Yeah, you are. We agreed to on Friday.
God, oh my God, really?
I'm not looking forward to this, by the way.
I forgot. Guys, this Friday, we're going to do a special live edition of the High Council where we are all going to watch The Last Jedi together, and we're going to provide commentary.
Yeah, I'm out.
Oh my God.
And that's going to be on Jeff's channel on World Class. So
Yeah,
Not
good luck
doing
with that. I don't know, Jesse. I think you have to now.
I'm not. I am only a guest on the High Council as of now, and could not
Jesse's
be happier
bowing
about
out.
that.
Jesse's bowing
I
out.
was not told of this. Nobody invited me. I'm just saying I have seen that movie once ever, and I have stated publicly many times that I would rather watch the prequels every single day, all 3 of them for the rest of my life, than ever watch The Force Awakens or The Last Jedi again.
We can arrange that.
And
Look, while you guys are doing that one, I will do a live stream of all 3 of the prequels by myself alone.
Oh my God.
I know I'm also a guest, and I don't know if you guys want me to include or not on this viewing, but just for the record, I've seen this movie 58 times.
Oh God!
Yeah, you had to have.
Re-editing this movie, and I have my little notebook. I call it the pain book, where I just write every time, when I rewatch this movie to make sure that I re-edit it the best way that I can to just go and revisit it. It's been 58 times watching this movie. So
Well,
there's my
please
soul.
join us on Friday if you're available.
Hey everybody!
Make it the 15
Hey,
nights
we've got almost 1,900 people watching. Hit that
Jesus.
like if you don't mind, and let's share this around. I need to share it on Twitter so we can cross 2,000. So hit the like button if you don't mind, because Uncle Ethan needs it. He really does. So
I do. Yeah, my channel definitely needs the support. If you guys want to do that, that'd be cool. By the way, I put cards in with subscribe to your channel things on this. I don't know if people can see them. I don't know how that works.
I don't
How does
know.
that work?
Wait, I can see it.
You can?
Yeah. I don't see my channel, but whatever.
No, I just put the other 2 guys on there. I don't see my channel either. Where do you see it?
So there's a little thing that says info at the top right, and if you click on it, it says from Comic Artist Pro Secrets, and it has a video of yours or something, or a playlist of yours, and then you can scroll and see Geeks and Gamers and World Class Bullshitters.
Yeah, you like that? So everyone, go ahead and subscribe to those channels if you haven't yet.
Damn, you guys responded with the likes. Holy shit! It just jumped to like 300 already. Nice.
Really?
We need to do this on every week's show. Have this little thing on the side. Teach me how to do that, guys.
Yep.
Yeah, I prepared myself. And by the way, also in the down in the description, you can order all my T-shirts and stuff. So I was prepared. And a copy of Cyberpunk Blood Honey. All right, let me read some more of these. All right, NLG Armed Devil, thanks for £5. NULG is here for Jesse, also Ivan, and to confuse Jeremy and Uncle Ethan. And,
I gotta explain this to you guys. Real quick. So this guy, NLG Armed Devil, was showed up in my chats, and I was doing a lot of live streams in St. Louis for the fencing tournament, and these are really long days, and your brain just turns to mush and falls out your ears. So he's sending me a super chat or something, and I'm like, NLG, I'm just like, Nog. I'm just gonna call you Nog from now on. So now he has completely embraced this, and now makes all his chats referring to himself as Nog and sounds like a caveman, and it's awesome.
Yeah, I like it. Nog. He's like, Jesse needs to name one of her kids with Ivan. Nog.
That could be arranged. I don't know if we told you we're adopting a rainbow.
What is this show?
This is what's going on in the Star Wars fan community.
We adopt rainbows and shit? Okay.
Yeah.
No, I don't mean like an actual rainbow, like a rainbow of children, like an Asian one and a black one and a white one and a brown one. Like
when you told me that, I could imagine you adopting an actual rainbow. So
it's not surprising. With the state of my mental health right now, I would adopt a freaking building.
Yeah, maybe you shouldn't come on Friday. Maybe you shouldn't come watch The Last Jedi if you're feeling fragile in any way. I mean, all of us are going to have to seek therapy, get drunk, do various ways, medicate ourselves, self-medicate in order to get through The Last Jedi again. I'm not looking forward to it. I love you guys, but I'm not looking forward to this. I'll do it anyway.
I will come under one condition. That once I'm done with my re-edit of The Last Jedi, we do the same. Like,
I'll do that one.
Rewatch your cut.
My version,
live.
yes.
I like that.
Yeah, I'll watch your cut. That's fine. I can do that.
Okay, I like it. That's good
All
stuff.
right. Then I'll join.
Excellent. Yeah, I'll do that. I would rather watch your cut, honestly.
I'm still hard out.
Eggs Ayer, thanks for $2. What is each of your favorite Star Wars aliens? Mine is Jabba the Hutt.
Chewbacca.
Ahsoka.
Watto.
Really?
Fuck you,
Yeah.
Okay.
For real. You scared the shit out of me when I was a kid, and I don't know. I always wanted him to be a villain of some sort, and I had this Watto plushie when I was a kid, and I would pretend that he was the main villain of the Phantom Menace.
Ivan, you and I are gonna have some talks about Judaism before we get married.
Oh Jesus! yes, love, whatever you want.
Redbeard, thanks for $5. EVS, your trebuchet space shuttle thing can't happen. The boosters run out first. You'll need to just drift onto the desolate new Jakku. Well, okay. Nicholas Glenn, thanks for $4.99. Told Jeremy and EVS about Streamlabs yesterday. You guys should look into using it so you can keep more of your donation money. 2.9% plus 30 cents taken a donation. Yeah.
I already downloaded it. So
you did? Oh, okay. I'm gonna get a new laptop and I'll do it. Down Forward Punch, thanks for $5. Can EVS be the ring bearer at the wedding? He can wear his soy pants and his Tico shirt as he walks down the aisle. They're not soy pants, they're sweatpants, and I burned them already.
He's the one marrying us. EVS is marrying us, so.
Uncle Ethan is the one marrying us.
These guys send me chats just to like make fun of me. They send me live chats.
Here, let me pay you money to make fun of you. What a life.
I mean, it's so humiliating. Chris P, thanks for Australian $2. Is Cyberfrog concerned about droid rights? No, not a single bit, because he's normal. Cyberfrog is more normal than John Kasdan, I'm afraid. John Kasdan. John Kasdan is writing the next Indiana Jones movie. Is that true?
It got pushed back a whole nother year.
Yeah, I don't think it's been confirmed. I think he was offered, but I have not heard if it was confirmed. So
I can't take it.
That would upset me.
Please push it back like another 20 years.
Yeah,
well, I mean, push it back that far, and then what's his face is going to be the whoever played. What's the guy who was in Indiana Jones 4?
Shia
LaBeouf.
Make him the new Indy.
What was he in Transformers? Sam Witwicky?
Yeah.
Witwicky.
Yeah.
Witwicky.
Johnny Drake, thanks for $2. Got to make a term for an SJW trebuchet, guys. Yeah, well, think about that. I mean, because I'm making a trebuchet T-shirt. I'm gonna make the trebuchet T-shirt pretty soon. It's gonna be it's gonna show an image of actually flinging a little round-headed fool into space off the ground. That'll be up soon.
Can someone out there that's a video game developer, can you make a version of Angry Birds with Rian Johnson's head?
Yeah,
please, can someone do this? I will play the living F out of that. Oh my gosh, just swinging Rian Johnson's round head around, making noises where every time it makes the noise when it lands, it could be him doing that no when he was asked if there was any criticisms, and he's like no, totally. Let's do that right now.
Oh, I'm so in.
Jeremy,
I will support this.
I have a friend who's a video game developer, and trust me, this is gonna happen. This is going to happen now.
We need Kathleen Kennedy. We need Rian Johnson. We need to be able to fling a Chuck Wendig. Fling all of these villains through brick walls and oncoming trains. That was my first thing. Was I want to fling him into a brick wall from a trebuchet. Then it was to fling him to Mars, and then I had this idea to trebuchet him into an oncoming train. Like that would be total obliteration. So
and then I want an option on this game where you can actually put bad Joseph Gordon-Levitt makeup on Rian Johnson's face as an addition to the game.
Like when you beat it on the hardest mode, you unlock that.
Jeremy Fine is in the chat. He says that he will provide the art. Jeremy Fine is our #1 villain caricaturist. He is the guy who has done these but they're all noseless except for me. He couldn't figure out how to draw me without my nose. That's fair enough. But everyone else is noseless. His caricatures are excellent, and I would love to fling that version of Rian Johnson through a brick wall. So let's get together. Let's make this happen. We've got so much talent in this audience. They will love that. Let's see. Nulg thinks Jesse would be a hair model. Says Nulg for £2. Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, Vernon Parker Jr. Thanks for $5. L337 is the Anita Sarkeesian of Star Wars. Yuck! Did you see what happened to Mundane Matt on
Yep.
the?
Whoa! I want to hear what happened to him.
So
Anita Sarkeesian went after him.
Okay, yeah, it was great.
No.
All right. So Rian Johnson goes, he responds to the Daily Beast article defaming me, the stupid Daily Beast article. He reads it and he goes, I wish people understood more. No, wait, hang on. I wish people understood more about Gamergate and what it actually means and all of the horrible things about Gamergate, because that's where harassment movements have now come from, Gamergate. And Mundane Matt shows up and he goes, Rian Johnson, you're wrong about Gamergate. And if you would like to know about Gamergate, contact me. I'll tell you. Yeah, Rian Johnson's going to call Mundane Matt and say, tell me about Gamergate. Well, the reaction to this was swift and immediate. Anita Sarkeesian shows up, and what did she say?
Hang on, I screenshotted it. Give me a minute. Let me see if I can find it. Because I put it, I talked about this in my video where I was talking about the Rian Johnson situation. So give me just a minute.
I have never laughed so hard in my life. These people are all nuts.
It's going to be a minute. I'm trying to find it right now because it's on my computer. So, but
Yeah.
I'm looking for it now.
I love this Gamergate resurgence brought about by Rian Johnson. It's like let's dust off the old guys from Gamergate and then like pit them against Roundhead Rian Johnson. It's so great. I just have to sit back and enjoy it. Anita Sarkeesian coming out and biting Mundane Matt.
Okay, so here it is. Here it is.
All right,
She screenshotted Mundane Matt's tweet, and it said, "Ryan, if you would ever like to talk about Gamergate, what it was, where it started, and the real story, then I'm game. I was there at the beginning, and I can offer a lot of insight to the truth of it all. If you are willing to talk, let me know." And I'm sure Rian Johnson picked up the phone. Hey Matt, what's up? Talk to me, bud. Okay, so then Anita screenshotted Matt Jarbo's tweet and said, "This misogynistic fool was harassing and stalking me for years before the hashtag Gamergate was ever dripped up by a douchebag D-list celebrity, and he wants to explain to Rian fucking Johnson what Gamergate is. LOL, good jokes, kid," in all caps.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Totally.
I hope I put the intensity behind it. I was trying to give that angry intensity.
Yeah, you have to see it. You have to see it. It's it's that to see. You have to see it to believe it. But oh my God, dude. Oh my God. I love
Mundane Matt responded to her and he said, "Come on, Anita Sarkeesian. You know this is BS. It doesn't hold any water. I've been critical and previously I've said stupid things, but that doesn't take away from you guys starting a $30,000 fundraiser for a damned Discord server." I don't know. Discord's free. So, yeah. So anyway, that's it. Hilarious.
Oh my God, there's so much craziness going on, and we're right. We get a front row seat almost. We just get a front row. It's in surround sound. I love it, love it. So Nolg think Jesse would be hair model, says Nolg arm double again for £2. Cole Ween for $2.99 says, "Do you think Lando in Episode 9 will be in a wheelchair?" My opinion is that he'll be sitting behind the gambling table. I don't think they're going to make him do very much because he can't.
Yeah, it's true. It'll be like Jeff Goldblum's appearance in Jurassic World.
Oof, so bad.
Yeah, that was disappointing, honestly.
Yeah. Violent. I didn't see it yet either. I want to see it. Everyone hates it, but I want to see it
like
anyway.
the movie.
Ivan doesn't hate it.
Actually.
You did?
Yeah, I just didn't like Jeff Goldblum's thing. No, I liked it.
I actually did a review on my channel, and I loved the crap out of it, but I've watched it 4 times since, and I must admit, it definitely has a lot of faults that I'm just like, it's one of those movies you have to turn off your brain to enjoy it, kind of thing. But definitely, Jeff Goldblum was misused. Not disgraced, just misused.
He was used for marketing. He was used for marketing.
Yeah. And I've never since the first one, I've never gone to a Jurassic Park movie expecting, oh my God, mind-altering cinema. I go for, a story that doesn't suck and good dinosaurs and dinosaurs eating people. Yes. And I received dinosaurs eating people. So I was happy. I'm a simple woman. Chris Pratt is a very attractive man, and he's in that movie. So what more can I ask for?
Fabio. The guest appearance by Fabio would have been perfect. That would have made me happy. And the chat agrees. The chat wants Fabio to be in Jurassic Park as well.
That's what all the F stand for?
Yeah, the F stand for F for Fabio. If you guys want Fabio to be in Jurassic Park, no. Fabio for Star Wars Episode 9. Give me an F. Give me an
Yeah.
F if you
Oh,
want to
that's
see
gonna
Fabio.
save the movie. I'm gonna stop making terrible videos about Star Wars now.
If Fabio is in it, it will save Episode 9. He is a real man. A couple people, yeah, most people agree at this point. People like Fabio. Oh, there it goes. Like a tank tread. I love it. Everyone loves Fabio. I made him a star.
There it goes.
There it is.
I made Fabio a star. All right. Ruin stole the ending from for The Last Jedi from Escape from LA. Says violent signs for $2. What do you get? What is that about?
You haven't seen that yet?
He responded to it on Twitter and said he's never seen it.
Oh, fuck him.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
Every day I like that guy less and less. It's almost like a shot-for-shot thing.
I know. It's like he's trying. I firmly believe that he knows his trilogy is not happening. So now he's just like, I'm just gonna be the troll I really am anyway. I'm not gonna hold back. So
It's your true nature.
that's my theory. So
That is how you know the trilogy isn't happening, by the way. It's just the way he's behaving on social media. You know the trilogy is not happening. He'd be very, very busy if this trilogy... And by the way, I love these articles that are coming out that are like, his first one is going to happen in 2020. It looks like it's on the dockets for 2020, according to his bonehead producer, Ram Bergman. No, it's not happening. None of it's happening. And if it was happening, he'd be very, very busy and he'd be keeping his mouth closed. But he's not busy at all. He's busy reading Daily Beast articles.
Did you guys see the satirical piece about Rian Johnson doing Pride and Prejudice the sequel?
No. Oh, I did see that. I did see that.
Cracked me up. It was perfect. And it was like, and it's so because the way that they set it up, it was like, okay, this is if he did the things he did with Star Wars to Pride and Prejudice, people would be flipping out, and everyone would understand exactly why they're flipping out. So, like, what's going on here? Why don't it's the same? It's anyway, it just makes me angry.
SJWs, he is an SJW. SJWs recognize him as this leader of the SJWs when it comes to Star Wars. He was able to sneak in. J.J. Abrams is an SJW too, but J.J. Abrams is way more professional, way more committed to producing a commercial product. He's a capitalist. But Rian Johnson isn't a capitalist. He's a troll and a social justice warrior. So social justice warriors recognize him as one of them, and they all get behind him and pretend that his movie was great art, that it subverted expectations instead of perverting Star Wars and tradition. That's the ugliness that we're dealing with right now from the fake fan community. And they are fake fans. How can you be a real fan and accept the way he presented Luke Skywalker? Except when you see Luke Skywalker sucking on that weirdo fat sea cow nipple. I'm telling. I keep control myself.
Speaking of real Star Wars fans, I know we're the racist, misogynist, bigot.
I'm a man, baby.
Yeah, and so, but our Star Wars community stood up yesterday and stood up loud and proud when we did a live stream and we were highlighting Shannon McRandall, which is our Mara Jade from the EU, and she's been battling cancer since 2013, and we raised. I don't have the numbers yet, but I think we raised over $1,000 on our live stream last night. Only went for like an hour. And then plus, when we started this, because I mentioned it in my video yesterday that I uploaded, and her GoFundMe was at about $2,500, I believe, yesterday morning, and now it's around $7,500. So there's your racist, misogynist, bigoted, community right there for all.
And what are they doing? What are you doing?
First of all, Ethan, let's be fair. They're doing a lot more than we are. Okay, I saw one of them actually make a hashtag. Like earlier.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah.
That's saving lives right there. That's making
raising awareness. Raising awareness.
Right. They're actually harassing police officers right now by doing protesting, keeping police officers from doing their job. They're doing a service for us all. So just wanted to say seriously though, thank you to everyone that supported that yesterday, and she actually commented back, and also so full credit goes to, as far as making me aware of it, was Anna. That Star Wars girl is the one who was very adamant about telling me about this, so she deserves credit. Craig from Reviews for You and Bonnie Burgess, all three were very adamant about getting my attention on this situation, so all credit goes to them. I was just the guy that did the video, but everyone else deserves credit for getting that to go. So thank you all.
I'm proud of everyone. I'm really proud of this community. I mean, we take a moment here and just, stop being sarcastic and just say, I am so proud of this crowd, of this community, for how good-hearted we really are. And you wouldn't know that if you just listened to these monsters on Twitter and over at Lucasfilm. They leave you with a completely false and incredibly irresponsible perspective about what this fan community actually is and the good that it does every single day. Our fans have their hearts in the right place. They're pure and ethical. And I couldn't be more proud to stand with you guys. And, of course, my fellow peers here, my comrades on the High Council, and also everyone in this chat, this community. I couldn't be more proud to stand with you and just tell these people, I'm sorry, Mrs. Milestone, to fuck off. Get the fuck out of here. Get out of Star Wars. That is what the trebuchets are for. We're building them. We're building them all over the country. We are going to be flinging you to Mars. Get out of Star Wars.
Yes.
Okay, so I've just thought about this, but Ivan, I've got a task for you for the Geeks and Gamers channel.
Bring it.
I want you to take Ryan's head and I want you to put it in. I want you to take Angry Birds and I want you to replace the Angry Birds heads getting thrown around with Ryan's, just so we can upload it to the channel and we can start to get this game off the ground. I think
that's
you can
the
pull
model.
Yeah, but you got to every time the Rian Johnson head hits the ground, it has to make that no sound. No, like every time. So we got to make this happen. So
All right, give me a day. Well, first I need to. When do you want me to do this? After I finish my section of the wall, or before? I don't know. I'm confused.
The wall comes first.
The wall comes first.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Got it.
Absolutely. Got to get that wall built. MAGA. Okay. So anyway.
I know there's a new slogan. There's a new slogan happening for the re-election campaign, right? And it was the one that was borrowed from the new Purge movie. Did you guys not hear about this?
I haven't heard about this.
Legit real. So the newest Purge movie, I guess, "Keep America Great" was like their tagline. And it's unclear which one happened first, but apparently the Trump re-election campaign is going with "Keep America Great" as their re-election slogan.
Trump mentioned that weeks and weeks ago. I don't know. Maybe it was months ago, actually.
The Purge movie came out, so it's been advertised for months as well. Honestly, if instituting a purge is part of his re-election campaign, I'm voting for him. Straight up, dude. Do you think about how much damage we could do to Lucasfilms in one night with the purge?
Oh my god.
Well, they're gonna take that one specific portion out. They're gonna take the part where I said what I said. I'm not repeating what I said earlier where I messed up, and then they're gonna take what Jesse said and they're gonna say, "Look at these crazy bigots."
Do you?
Yeah. I don't know what you're talking. I can't hear Jeff. I think I muted Jeff.
I was just curious if the first Purge was a box office success. I don't think so.
It made money. Yeah,
it did make money. I enjoyed the first Purge. I enjoyed
Disney Star Wars.
Yeah.
Did you see Ant-Man? How was that?
Ant-Man's great.
Okay, I still haven't seen. I've been so busy.
I did reviews. I did reviews for Ant-Man, Jurassic World, and Incredibles 2 on my channel in the past weekend, and I thoroughly enjoyed Incredibles, Ant-Man, and I hated Jurassic World. So,
you people get to leave your houses,
right? Oh my God, fist bump, Jeff. I know what you're saying.
There's a reason I'm 2 and 3 weeks behind on these reviews. So,
all right, let me pound through some of these. Black Mephistopheles, $2. Tell Jeremy Ewok Jedi eat Darksiders for lunch. American Trent, $4.21, $2.99. Welcome, Ivan. Do you like Huey Lewis in the News? Nathan Malia, thanks for Australian $5. Are you concerned that due to the fan appreciation and love towards Dave Filoni, KK, or her team would try to drag him down from spite if she were fired?
I've thought about that several times because I've thought about him being indirectly attached to us because we're so vocal about him could hurt him. I've actually thought about that.
We should cool it, huh? Don't you think?
Yeah, probably so, because this is the type of, it's all about big picture. Like, what do we want to happen? Do we want to just continue? We have to think about what the end goal is. And definitely, I personally want Dave Filoni involved with head of creative. But if we need to cool it to make that happen, I'm okay with that.
Yeah. I mean, my end goal is Kathleen Kennedy, Pablo Hidalgo, Ryan Johnson on the moon, and Dave Filoni running things. Yeah, that is all we want at this
You got to
point.
put the whole story group on the moon.
Yeah, all of them, all of those weirdos. Get them out of here.
Yep.
Bernard Babinski, thank you for $5. Any bets that Finn will discover that he is nothing but a pandalicious love child? What if Finn, like, this is how it goes. Finn suddenly goes, I don't know, he's gonna get with Rose Tico. Rose Tico's like, finally, I get to see you without your pants. And he's like, no. And she's like, take your pants off. And he takes his pants off, and he's L337 from the waist down. And he's like, I've got a secret. I am the love child of Lando and L337. I would be like, boom, perfect movie. 5 stars. All right, let's see. Xavier, thank you for $5. Jesse spitting truth about the bully stuff. So true. M430D, $10. Thanks for that. Classic comic heroes are based in trial, sacrifice, evolution, and causes external to self, whereas SJW fiction is always based in validation and solipsism. So true.
Oh.
We got some good stuff here. We got some good people in the chat tonight. Gojirify, $10. Episode 9. Lando gets the Falcon back, builds a sexy new droid to insert the nav module in it so he can have sex with his lost love. The reason he betrayed Han, he was jealous Han had access to L337. Now it's getting deep. That is deep. Bernard Babinski, $10. Ever notice that Daisy Ridley's face is half forehead and half teeth?
Oh my God, that was great.
You're right. Thantris, $2. You do me, Jeremy, 2018. That's a quote. Gojirify.
Hey, I'm down. Hey, I mean, as long as it's not applied to Ethan, yeah, I'm good with that. So,
well, you did apply it to me, so
I don't listen. I don't know what you like. I don't know what you're talking about, but I don't acknowledge facts. I have a pussy hat, and I'm a SJW. I don't acknowledge.
You should just stop talking tonight, because there are really great sound bites people can glean from this show.
Dude, hey, all you gotta do is watch one of my live streams. There's plenty of material out there for me. So
Gojira, $5, but L337 is not happy, so she kills Lando mid-coitus act because he left her as a nav slave for 30 years. Ooh. Well hung and dung, £5. Uncle Ethan had a lady on Twitter tell me that men were too respectful, not hitting on her these days. When is the next meeting of the patriarchy? Well hung and dung, you're in it right now. Muffy, thank you for $5. If Carrie Russell is playing Mara Jade, wouldn't this piss off the SJWs, since they've been advocating for a long time for Luke Skywalker to be gay? Yeah.
Well, what doesn't piss them off? So I mean, there's no logic to any of it. So they change the rules constantly. They change the goalposts constantly. So.
And so much great diversity with Carrie Russell, another petite brunette woman. Joy.
But she's not British, though. I said, but she's not British, like Daisy Ridley and Keira Knightley and what's her face from Rogue One.
I'm sure she can have a pretend accent.
It's diverse enough for me.
Weird.
Speaking of diversity, I love how we have a bunch of podcasts with nothing but all white guys tell us how they're so for diversity, yet we are. And again, this panel was created by our community. Like, Jesse reached out to me. I reached out to Ivan because so many people were like, you need to reach out to Ivan. You know, same with what Jeff is hearing. Everybody's telling to reach out to Ivan. Ethan's hearing it. This was a panel created by our community. You know, because it was knowledgeable people, not because we were checking off the social justice check marks, you know. So, but yet we have a bunch of white guys on these podcasts that are SJWs claiming how much they're for diversity. Yeah, it's nonsense. So
almost all SJWs are white dudes.
They really are.
It's strange, and they're virtue signaling trying to get sex.
Well, yesterday, one of them was tweeting. He goes, "Representation is important." And I was like, I retweeted him. I said, well, okay, you're a white dude, so give up your job right now for an unqualified woman or person of color right now. And he's like, why would I do that? Wait, now logic applies to your real world?
I'm sorry, what?
You know, do you know what matters? Fucking people being qualified to get jobs. That's what matters. And if that happens to be someone of a different color, that's fine, or a different race. Qualifications matter, not representation. Do your research, work your ass off, get to where you want to go in life, and make whatever field you're getting involved with better. That's all that matters.
Yeah, I agree with you. I do agree with you, and that's why, when I stepped away from DC Comics to stop working on all the white male characters that I was working on, I actually went and started a new character, a new comic book starring a character that actually did have merit. His name is Cyberfrog. It's about time that frogs, cartoon frogs, stand up and get their due. And I know SJWs have problems with cartoon frogs. They've been fighting cartoon frogs for a few years now. But damn it, I'm going to stand up for cartoon frogs wherever I can.
Hashtag
Cartoon
Frog Lives
frogs.
Matter.
Frogs
Yeah.
lives matter. Hashtag.
Feels good, man. Let's see here. We've got Anthony Nagatani says, please talk about the
that's
Obi-Wan. Tony, yeah. He says, please talk about the Obi-Wan movie rumors.
Are there new ones?
Are there new ones? Because we've kind of discussed all the other stuff. I mean, it's right now. It's not. There are no rumors, correct? I mean, I haven't. The last thing I heard was that it wasn't going to happen. It was on. It was going to happen, and then because of the Solo failure, then it got. They decided they weren't going to do it. That's all I've heard.
But then they came back.
Okay.
Then they came back and said, no, those rumors that everything was shelved, that's not true at all. This is the Disney Lucasfilm whiplash they do. That the truth leaks out and then they quickly jump to deny it. What do you got, Jeff?
I was gonna say there was even a rumor that it's gonna debut on the streaming service, that Obi-Wan's gonna be in episode 9. There's all these garbage rumors that keep floating around about this shit.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what it is we're just finding out. All these rumors is we're finding out what they're talking about at the story group, and we're just finding out. Somehow it's leaking out, and a lot of these ideas I think get floated and then kind of get turned away. I would not at all be surprised to see Ewan McGregor in episode 9. Poor J.J. Abrams is going to have to pull out all the stops. This is going to have to be a magic trick that has not been performed by this man since Lost season 1 episode 1.
Something.
Yeah, he's gonna have to finish this, and I would imagine. Look at, he's got Yoda. He's gonna put Force Ghost Luke in there. He's got Lando Calrissian. He's basically scraping the barrel now. He's just scraping that barrel out for whatever they got left over from Lucasfilm, and then he's like, "I'm outie after this. I'm outie."
Did you guys read that Reddit rumor about Lucasfilm, the former Lucasfilm employee?
Which one?
It was released like just about a week ago. It basically
got removed.
Did it get removed? I did a video on it, so I didn't check to see if it got taken down. But it basically felt like it was J.J. Abrams putting someone up to writing a Reddit post. That's the one I'm talking about.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Oh
What
man, I'm looking for it now. I'm googling it now, but it was basically a former employee who wanted to remain anonymous, and it was a very, very pro J.J. Abrams Reddit post. And I said in the video that I covered it, that I said it basically feels like J.J. Abrams put somebody up to this. It was talking about how Bob Iger loves J.J. He hates Rian Johnson. That he's basically gotten that Iger's gotten so fed up with Kathleen Kennedy because she does not understand how horrible her vision is. So he decided to take a step back and not get involved with The Last Jedi to watch her eventually see how bad her vision is. And that J.J. Abrams was one of the only people at Lucasfilm that has had such an optimistic view of everything, and he's been frustrated with a lot of the creative decisions with The Last Jedi. And I said it as I'm reading it, I'm going, this sounds like J.J. Abrams wrote this. Like, this is really on the, either someone's a fanboy or somebody is just J.J.'s paying people. So I'm looking for it now. I don't know if it's still up, but it was very interesting.
It was taken down. Somebody said it was taken down.
Okay.
That's interesting too.
So I have a video on my channel. I can tell you what it's titled, and people can go watch it. So I'll look for that.
Adonis Hannah, thanks for a $1.99 donation. Spidey Flash, $5. So we all know that The Last Jedi remake won't happen. But what about getting Mel Brooks to finally make Spaceballs 2 and have it be a mockery of The Last Jedi?
Please.
That would be great.
I would love that so much.
Mel Brooks, if you're listening, I'm serious. You want to make a hit movie at the end? I think that's the thing to do. Yeah, it can't. It would be great. Black Mephistopheles, $2. In regarding episode 9, remember Deadpool 2 was the week before Solo. Oh, I know. God, you guys are making me excited.
The title of that video on mine is "More Bob Iger, Kathleen Kennedy rumors, major drama at Lucasfilm?" ? So I uploaded that about 4 days ago, so you can go check that out after the High Council.
Ethan, here's the big question though. So we know that it's going to be episode 9's box office is going to be hurt. What about the Disney theme park Star Wars land thing? You think that's going to see any hit, or do you think they're going to be able to brush off the failure of episode 9 but the Disney park's doing great, all the fans are at the park instead of watching the movie type of garbage?
They'll always do that. They're full of excuses. But the thing is, by this point, I'm telling you, Kathleen Kennedy will be gone. She will be gone, and J.J. Abrams is going to take the full brunt of blame for episode 9, whether it fails, whether it succeeds or fails. I believe once Kathleen Kennedy and Rian Johnson, it is known to the fan community that they have been booted the hell out, things are going to change a little bit. There will be a slight uptick of hope. Now, I stand alone here amongst you gentlemen. I kind of like J.J. Abrams in comparison to Rian Johnson.
I'll see you on that.
Okay,
Yeah.
I stand with Bob Iger, who I think is a man's man, in the sense that if those rumors are true, I like J.J. Abrams coming in and having to clean up after Rian Johnson. That is going to be especially embarrassing for Rian Johnson. So part of me is hoping. I don't care. I don't care if it's honestly. I win either way. If episode 9 is great and it makes money and it makes more than The Last Jedi, that's funny, okay? And if it bombs out and makes $400,000, that's funny too.
400,000?
400
incredible.
That would be
More than that.
400,000. Yeah, 400 million. Either way, I'm laughing. Either way, I think it's funny. So I don't really.
Now, I'm a JJ fan, so you're not alone if you're saying you like JJ. I like JJ.
Yeah, I go back and forth with him. I think he looks like a racer head, and that makes me happy. But he's also a great big SJW, and it's just he's not a bully like Rian Johnson is. Rian Johnson's a bully, and that's I think why I don't like him. But J.J. Abrams is just an SJW who's going to talk about how he cares about having I hired my second unit director is a black female. I did it, guys. Here's a picture of me, selfie, for social media. That's who he is. That's okay. Those people are becoming less. They used to be obnoxious and really annoying, but they're becoming less and less annoying as this new vicious strain of SJW comes out, the kind that attacks and abuses Rebel Force Radio and forces them off of Twitter. These other guys are just nerds. These guys are monsters. So
I'm actually, Ethan, I don't think JJ is actually an SJW. I think he's just one of those people who goes around virtue signaling to get props from the SJW community. I don't think he actually buys into it, because if you watch some of his stuff, go back and watch Fringe, for example, which was actually a solid show until it went crazy. That's a very dude show. A lot of it's about the weird relationship between a father and his son and stuff like that. And the female character sucked. She was just sort of whatever. And if you watch some of his it's been a minute since I watched Lost. There was a diverse cast, but it didn't feel like there were any crazy SJW messages in there. And even when you watch a lot of his stuff, it's not too heavy-handed. I think he's really just one of those people who's he doesn't give a crap about anybody. He's just gonna do this thing because he gets props with the community. And I can't decide if that makes him better or worse.
How much of that though does he he just puts his name on a lot of stuff though too. It's not like he's involved with every aspect like he is with or he's more involved with a Star Wars movie than he is, say, these shows. Isn't he just producer?
Oh yeah, he'll put his name on anything.
That's what I'm saying. He puts his name on a lot of stuff. Didn't M. Night Shyamalan put his name on a couple TV shows or some type of shit in
Abrams
the earlier 2000s?
I know he created that was one of his earlier things that he did before. He
yeah,
was,
but didn't Gene Roddenberry create Star Trek? But he only worked on a couple specific episodes, and other people came in and wrote it.
I have to go back and look. I thought Fringe was a thing that he had written, but I could be wrong.
He was involved with Fringe, but just like Lost, he created Lost. He didn't he constantly gets criticized for Lost. He has nothing to do with Lost after the inception of it. He moved on to other things.
I thought it was Damon Lindelof.
Lindelof was the guy that was writing everything, and and JJ does a lot of setups like that. So he gets criticized for not being able to finish things, but he's never really finished anything. He just sets it up and moves on and develops it. Yeah, and then he develops other things, and so
I'd be really good at that job.
yeah, and so I like JJ. I think he's a talented
JJ is
filmmaker.
pretty smart. I'm not gonna lie. You know, from a filmmaker point of view, he's definitely very smart. He knows how to please many audiences. I would say he has definitely come out as a SJW a little bit more just on social media. But I think, I agree with Jesse in that aspect. I think he's just using the platform because what's gonna happen after Star Wars. It's just a marketing tool, I would say. It's pretty smart, if you ask me, to please fans and still be part of this other type of demographic.
Yeah, I'm open to it. I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful. But you know what? Here's the thing. It really does depend on Kathleen Kennedy getting out of the way. Pablo Hidalgo out of there. All of these guys out of there. Now leave it to J.J. Abrams. Now, if those rumors were true, that J.J. Abrams was offered Kathleen Kennedy's job, well, Bob Iger knows what the hell he's doing. That would be the smartest thing. Of course, J.J., that would be a pay cut for him. He doesn't want that. Halt his creative kind of mobility. But boy, J.J. Abrams taking over Star Wars from Kathleen Kennedy would set the fandom on fire. I think even we would kind of have to a little bit step back and go, whoa, that might have been a good move. I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful for JJ. He is an SJW, but not the poisonous kind. He's just the kind that goes, there are a lot of white faces in here. We need some more color. We need some more color.
Well, what about JJ in his whole rehashing of Episode 7? And there's been like a retroactive backlash. Like the more people step away from it, they realize it's the same old shit. I think a lot of people were excited by the novelty of Episode 7, but I don't think he's creatively the right person for Star Wars at all. I don't even care SJW or not. I just don't think, like with Star Trek, he basically retold the Wrath of Khan. With his Star Wars movie, he told A New Hope over again. Like, we're just going to keep judging through that shit. So I don't think he's the right person at all. I think he should be far away from Star Wars.
I agree. And actually, I know, Jeremy, you're a person who liked The Force Awakens and the fact that you felt it set a lot of things up. I'm with Jeff. For me, when I went into that movie, I went into the new Star Wars movie thinking, okay, here's Star Wars again. The bar is so low. It just has to be better than the prequels. That's it. And beyond that, there were so many, the possibilities were endless. You could have done so much. You could have done anything. You could have explored so many different ideas, and to not do anything, to go through and literally even give us the same 3 types of planet that we've seen before, to recreate scenes we've already seen, practically conversations we've already heard, to be that lazy and uninspired when you had such an opportunity, to me was worse than the prequels, which at least tried to do something new.
All right, well, let's respect the prequels a little bit because Revenge of the Sith is awesome. So
don't go that far.
It is awesome. Revenge of the Sith is awesome. But as far as The Force Awakens, again, we have to take everything in proper context. So if we're talking about JJ running Lucasfilm hypothetically, and we're talking about his creative ideas for Episode 7, we have to acknowledge the full picture. Before he walked in the door, they had already thrown George's sequel scripts out. True. They had already decided that we don't want the legacy characters at the forefront. We want you to introduce these new characters. And of course, they're probably going, hey, JJ, let's make sure there's some diversity in there. Ha, ha, ha. So it's like you can't really hold him accountable to say he doesn't have the creativity based on TFA alone because he walked in the door with his hands tied to begin with before.
But no one told me he had to remake the first movie.
But again, you got to look at it from a creative standpoint, look at what he walked into, and then look at how the prequels were perceived. Okay, so the big thing on the prequels were so many of the original trilogy fans were so upset with the prequels. So upset. We need it, because that's the holy grail. So what did JJ? JJ had a difficult task of reintroducing Star Wars, pleasing the original trilogy fans, but also introducing new characters that Disney's wanting him to reintroduce.
Yeah, but now we're at a point where we're pining for the prequel trilogy. Like we just said a couple.
But that wasn't that. But that's after The Last Jedi.
Not for me. Not for me.
I don't care about any individual. I care about the fact that TFA made $2 billion, and if we're going to reference the Rotten Tomatoes score for The Last Jedi, then we're going to reference the TFA Rotten Tomatoes score, and it's an 89%. So if you're going to reference one score, you're going to have to reference the other.
Oh, we can. That's fine. But the novelty and the excitement and the nostalgia is what sold that movie. We're years removed. People are kind of putting on the sunglasses from They Live, and they're like, huh, it is the same old shit.
I mean, again, you don't. The Last Jedi made $220 million opening weekend, and then had a massive drop in the week 2.
I'm
So
never
that
going to
means-
defend The Last Jedi. I'm just saying, The Force Awakens is the first Star Wars movie to be sold at a clearance store when it's brand new on theaters, or brand new on Blu-ray. It's the first Star Wars movie to have its merchandise rotten store. The Force Awakens. Go back and watch my merchandise video from almost a year ago.
Yep.
The Force Awakens is brand new on Blu-ray and bargain outlets on Blu-ray for $5. It's been out there. The toys are still on the shelves. The characters aren't loved by anyone. I mean, that movie did more damage. I know people went and saw the movie in theaters and they were excited.
Dude, The Force Awakens was The Force Awakens was like the best-selling Blu-ray in history in the first week.
That's cool the first week, but then I got
it's the fourth. It's the fourth best-selling Blu-ray of all time. Now I know that Blu-rays don't go back like 30 years, but look at the date on the Blu-rays. The Force Awakens is a mega seller on Blu-ray. Mega.
Well, it's also a mega seller at bargain outlets on clearance, brand new.
That's fine, but you can't look at the profit for the Force Awakens Blu-ray versus the profit for The Last Jedi. The numbers are there. Numbers don't lie. The Force Awakens, regardless of any individuals that don't like it, was a mega success on every single analytical level you can look at. There are no numbers that you can support to tell me The Force Awakens was not a mega success. Period.
But those numbers don't give J.J. Abrams the ability to run an entire franchise.
Give me one number that tells me The Force Awakens wasn't a mega success. Give me one piece of analytical data. That's all I want.
Do you want to go into merchandise? Because we can go into the merchandise.
Dude, the merch was look at the profits of The Force Awakens on the first Force Friday. Look at it.
Okay, and then look at before the movie ever came out, the shit stagnated on shelves. Toys R Us died with the same crap. Not repacks, not anything. The same shit. People were excited for Star Wars coming back. That's why I'm pissed at Episode 7. It could have been anything. Anything they put with Star Wars in 2015 would have made that kind of money. But they chose the lazy, easy way out, and now they're fucked 3 years later and ready to restart this shit over again. They didn't think about the future. They didn't work at the long-term plan. They started, hey, we're going to make all this money here, and then we're done.
But again,
Jeremy's on the ropes. Jeremy's on the ropes.
Hang on. Now, again, I have more analytics. Okay, if that's the case,
I'm like Michael Jackson's Thriller.
Listen to me. Hang on. If that's the case, why was Rogue One? Why was Rogue One such a mega success? Why was the Last Jedi such a mega success financially?
Hey Jeff, anytime you want a tag team here, I'm happy to take over if you need.
I'm just saying, I have numbers. Okay, I have numbers, and nobody has given me one specific number that has just knocked me off of my pedestal because I have the facts.
Well, what specific number are you asking for? Because we're not actually talking about was the film a success. We're talking about why J.J. Abrams shouldn't be running Lucasfilm. Just because the Force Awakens made all that money, like I'm telling you, it made it on the hype and nostalgia from the old Star Wars movies. They sold you Harrison Ford and Mark Hamill and Carrie Fisher before we ever saw a single frame of film. They sold us on all this other stuff before we ever saw the movie. So that the hype train was working. It wasn't about like, oh man, we're going to take it in a new awesome direction, blah, blah, blah. They just sold you on the old shit. And people bought in. And that's why it worked. It wasn't because it was this new unique take. It hurt Star Wars in the long run.
Here's the number. Here's the number, the analytics. And by the way, this is loosely tied. It's not directly tied to Force Awakens, but all you really need to do is look at the numbers for The Last Jedi. They sold half as many tickets as The Force Awakens, which goes to show you can fool some of the people some of the time.
That's not tied to The Force Awakens. The opening weekend is tied to The Force Awakens.
No, but Jeremy, all I'm saying is you can put out a movie that gets people really excited. Just like I can launch an event, I can launch a comic book that's going to get people really excited. I can sell $433,000 worth of Cyberfrog comics. If the book sucks, what's my second issue going to sell? And that's really how you can tell. This is anticipation right now. People going to see The Force Awakens, that was all anticipation. We all wanted to see our friends again. And we saw them. We saw what they did. We all walked out of the theater dizzy and sick. And then half of us went back to go see The Last Jedi. And at this point, it's over.
Then tell me why is the 47% for The Last Jedi so valid, but the 89% for The Force Awakens means nothing?
Jeremy, let me so for my side of it, a lot of people it's a cognitive dissonance. Like I sat in that theater watching that movie going, oh, this is exactly like the originals, and then slowly devolving into, oh, it's exactly like it. Like that took a while to sing it. Like I was sitting there making
I'm not
myself
debating
like
any
it.
of that. I'm not
No,
debating any of
but
that.
there are people. That's what I'm saying. That's why the score is so high. There are people who just, for like Ethan said, for the simple fact of wanting to love it, of wanting to enjoy having a new Star Wars. In the same way that, like, you know, when I was 8, Jar Jar Binks was awesome and great. Like having new Star Wars was exciting and good. And it took people, and it took some people until The Last Jedi to understand the long-term implications. I agree with what everyone's saying and what Jeff's saying about J.J. Abrams being in charge, is that it's not about whether or not The Force Awakens was a good or bad movie. It's about whether or not it set up the Star Wars franchise for long-term success. And it did not. It pointedly, by being a carbon copy reboot that lacked any imagination or creativity, did not set the franchise up for success. And I 100% agree with that.
And my argument is then The Last Jedi would not have opened at $220 million, which is the second biggest opening ever until Infinity War. But then Solo failed immediately after The Last Jedi.
And I'm not trying to say that the Force Awakens, that people don't have valid reasons for liking it and enjoying it. But the point is when you start from, when you've gone A, B, C in the original trilogy, right? And now you go back and start with A, now you've made it harder for the rest of the trilogy, because logically you would go B and C, right? So it would just be another carbon copy going on. And that wasn't going to cut it. If you just carbon copied the whole trilogy all the way through, eventually people were going to wake up and be like, what is this nonsense? Right. So now you have someone, oh, let's get Rian Johnson, this maverick, in here to shake things up. And this is why you have The Last Jedi. This is the point, is that Abrams carbon copying the New Hope for The Force Awakens may have been fine for one movie to reboot the franchise and make people happy, but it was not taking care of the long-term needs of Star Wars.
You guys are talking about opinions, and I can never argue in a personal opinion. I am giving you facts and data, numbers that you cannot dispute, and you're giving me hypotheticals of what it might have done or what this could have affected or that.
But aren't we actually proving that, though? With the further failures of the next, well, Rogue One made less, and then the next two made significantly less too. Aren't we proving that by, if this one made so much more, if that whole hype train was always moving the full speed that it was supposedly moving, with these new movies, it wouldn't have had the same fall off. We wouldn't be in the same places.
But again, you have to look at the fall off of, like, we're talking specifically about The Last Jedi, the Force Awakens, and the numbers on that movie alone, you can't give me any analytical data that proves any of your points. But then you look at the analytical data of Rogue One, very successful, made a lot of money. Then you look at The Last Jedi, opened up strong, and then after that second weekend, a massive drop. Look at the second weekend drop to The Last Jedi versus The Force Awakens. Force Awakens had a 37% drop in its second week. That is incredibly high. That's a great hold. Versus The Last Jedi dropped, I think, 68% in its second week. That tells you that the general audience went and saw The Last Jedi and went back and told their coworkers and people at school, this movie sucks bad.
Yeah, well, there's okay, so that's fine. We'll have a disagreement about that, but I respect everyone's point of view.
That, and I see the chat killing.
The chat loved it. The chat loved it.
Loving that argument. They're killing me. But Jeff does this every week, and he's a bastard for that. So,
do what? Calling you out for liking The Force Awakens
every week.
This just isn't your week, Jeremy. We got sound bites of you wanting to be done by Ethan, your pussy hat.
Hey, you do this to yourself, Jeremy.
I know, it's fun. Have fun.
I just want to say, Jeff, it's okay. Jeff, dude, I wish I
nobody. Go ahead.
I just want to say, Jeff, I wish I had known you after The Force Awakens came out, because I felt so alone feeling this way. Like nobody, and everyone got sick of me because I was so mad about it for so long. No one wanted to hear it anymore. Everyone was just done. I had nobody except for, I think, my dad, actually. Everyone except my dad. My dad got me, but aside from that, no one understood.
I used the phrase emotionally gutted when I left the theater.
Yes. I didn't care about anything for like 3 days. Anything.
It took me 6 months to watch Star Wars again. I was like, what the fuck just happened?
Right?
Yeah. So the part that pisses me off is like no one else saw it. I was just like, what?
You know, actually, when I left the theater from watching the Force Awakens, I wanted to rewatch the originals because it reminded me of them. Now, I'm not going to dispute, you know, the facts that you say, Jeremy. Like, yes, it was a huge success, and as a movie by itself, it has a lot of rewatchability, and I think that it's the only prop that I can give The Force Awakens. But it never gave me a sense of, you know what, I really want to see where this goes. I just wanted to watch the old because it was so similar to it. So yes, in regards of facts and in regards of just a movie on its own, I can see why it has the 89%. I can see why it sold so many Blu-rays, because it has that rewatchability option. But in regards of the Star Wars as a whole, it doesn't really have a place.
Oh, Jeff, how many times have you rewatched The Force Awakens?
I watched it in theaters once. I watched it for the drunk commentary once, and that was it.
Nice.
I've seen it twice. Yeah.
Just once.
I just
I
I
still
get
plan on-
angry when I watch that movie.
Yeah, and
I do too.
I'm still planning on destroying my Force Awakens Blu-rays because I haven't watched it since The Last Jedi. So
We're
that's coming.
waiting.
So
All right. Let's move on. Daniel K, thanks for $2. There will also be a Masters of the Universe movie. I guess around the same time, according to him. I didn't know that. I hope it's not live action.
There's no way they could pump out a He-Man movie by the time the next Star Wars comes out.
Yeah, it would need to be CGI. I honestly, I can't imagine He-Man in live action. Nobody's that big. It would look goofy.
Yeah.
Michael Del Riego, thanks for $2.99. Lando, the last legacy character. That's what they should call the movie. Jimmy the Pirate, $2. They will turn Lando into a magical Negro, as the expression goes. I hated to have to say that, but Jimmy, whatever, you paid your money. Klein Dropper, thank you for $5. I can't wait not to see episode 9, chapter 11. That's what we're calling it, chapter 11. That will be the end. When chapter 11 comes out, it will utterly, that will change everything. If that does not reach $1 billion, that's going to change everything.
Yeah.
The Outpatient, Canadian $2. Everyone tweet Gail Simone, hashtag Happy Cow Appreciation Day. I don't know what that means, but Gail Simone. Anthony Nagatani, thanks for $2. The Rock should be a Jedi. Yeah, I agree.
The Rock, a Star Wars story.
I agree. Governor Tarkin, $4.99. I'm gonna wait a week to see Jumanji when 9 is released.
Yes.
Yeah. 007 Cloud, thanks for $5. Hola, como están? I'm also listen to my accent. Is it nice? How did I sound, Ivan? Hola, como están? Is that pretty good?
Dude, I think you're like part of my family now.
Oh, thank you.
That was
Thank
beautiful.
I am also a Mexican white supremacist, apparently. Can I go to the Spidey and MJ wedding? That's up to them. I imagine.
Oh, hold on. When did I suddenly become MJ just because we're doing a Spider-Man kiss? I did not sign on. I do not want to be Kirsten Dunst or whoever she was in the other movie.
Well, all Mexican white supremacists are implicitly invited. Sierra Whiskey, thanks for $1.86, $1.99. Yeah, Operation Roundhead Retcon. That is what the movie should be called. Roundhead Retcon, Episode 9.
Yes.
Nick Zona Trash, $2. Can't wait for The Last Jedi this Friday. Ethan will cry. Why do you want to hear me cry?
That's harsh. If you could have heard him cry if you were listening to him when he was on our Getting Married live stream. That's the good kind of cry.
Yeah. I was weeping over that. That was just too beautiful.
hey, Ethan, I've got the message from RFR. Whenever you're ready for me to read it, just let me know.
Go ahead, read it.
Okay, so this is from Jason with Rebel Force Radio. He says, "Hey, Jeremy, thanks for reaching out. Earlier today, we decided that Twitter no longer fits our plans for Rebel Force Radio and have closed our account. The platform was never a good fit for us, and while we appreciate the support of our listeners that have shown us in recent weeks, we can no longer justify the time or energy it takes to maintain anything resembling a healthy presence there. Twitter has become a war zone where tolerance for opposing viewpoints is non-existent. It almost seems to have been designed purposely to limit our ability to have meaningful conversations with one another. It encourages snark over smart, spite over curiosity, and distortion over truth. Staying there seems to only anger the mobs and put out our listeners and friends in the line of fire. We started podcasting without Twitter, and we will continue podcasting without Twitter. Again, thank you, and thank you for your concern and for standing up for freedom and thought and expression. For more, tune into Rebel Force Radio, your source for the Force." That's from Jason. So, just want to read that to you guys.
That is a very reasonable. That's a very reasonable reason to not be on Twitter. Actually.
The only reason I'm on Twitter is because so many of our people are telling me that they're not getting notifications for our videos. I hate Twitter. I've only started using Twitter in the past few months, and it is hilarious. It drags, like, just time wise is really my anger. I don't care. Let the SJWs whine. They're never gonna make me leave Twitter. It's just the rabbit hole you can end up down. So Anyway, I know you're backed up on super chats, Ethan. So
Twitter is a war zone, gentlemen. Let's strap up. Let's go to war. Let's go to war. Anyone pumped for the new Teen Titans Go movie? Ask Big Fat Man for $2. No.
nope.
Hell no.
No.
D Carry, thanks for $1.99 group therapy session. Well, 007 Cloud, $2. By the way, Jeff, have you not seen the Han Solo eulogy yet?
No, I have not. Sorry.
Bernard Bobinski, $5. 58 times for Ivan. What is he smoking? Because it has to be some good stuff.
Chemotherapy. That's the only thing that's keeping me alive at this point.
Blade Runner 10, thanks for $10. Hi to all the Aussies here and in the High Council. SJW rhetoric is at an all-time high here in Australia. Dangerous times. Lauren Southern's visa has been rejected and she's banned from Australia. Yeah, but you have that really great guy. Who is that senator who told that woman that she should stop shagging men? That guy's hilarious. I saw him on Bearing. There's some good stuff going on in Australia. Brian Lappe, thank you for $5.
Brian Lape.
Brian Lape. Lappe.
Quit trying to take my job, Ethan.
Okay. After The Force Awakens, Jeff was emotionally gutted, and I started my path to channel Dad. Now I'm here, where the healing continues.
Hey, we're 15 likes from 1,000, everybody. 15 likes.
Make it happen.
Oh, wow. Make it happen, absolutely.
All right.
The Legend in You, $5. Petition to the U.S. government to make your edit an American pop culture item of significance. Maybe Disney will listen to that, says The Legend in You. Well, I think that's a good idea.
Well done.
Yeah. Grand Inquisitor, $5. Here's a $5 for booze that the leftist junk watch party. Yeah, that leftist junk. What's everyone's preferred bourbon or other whiskey? MAGA 2020. Leapfrog? I don't know.
I like Maker's Mark.
Yeah.
Crown Royal.
Dr. Pepper.
Rum.
Yeah.
Rum is not bourbon.
Oh, shit. It's not?
No.
I thought it was. Okay.
Bad Mexican.
Hey.
This was all of last week, by the way. It was like, hey, guys, have you seen my Mexican anywhere? I seem to have misplaced him.
Real quick, guys, I just got an update. So last night's super chat on the Geeks and Gamers channel for Shannon McRandall raised $858.84 after YouTube took their cut. So I will add the remaining balance to make that a flat 1K. And so whenever that money comes in, that will go directly to her GoFundMe account. So again, thank you all for your amazing support. So
smash that like button right now. Smash that like button if you like Jeremy.
Oh boy, you might get some dislikes after. You're gonna get some dislikes after my argument with Jeff. So.
Oh my gosh, I am 17 subs away from 68,000. If you haven't subscribed to me yet, do that. I want to get to 68,000 tonight. Let's see here. Yeah, Star Wars philosophy. Thank you for $5. Sorry, I am late. SJWs are protesting outside my work and blocked people from re-entering. Ew, where do you work?
Wow.
Can't stand it, man. Let's see. This guy whose name is GJFI, whatever. $2. Last Jedi. I can't. I see him all the time, and I don't know how to pronounce his name.
I just say Jeff of V.
Last Jedi 58 times. Oh my God. Yeah, I know. Ivan knows the Last Jedi inside and out. Inside how he was able to take it apart and put it back together again in a functional manner. I'm proud of you, Ivan.
Thank you. It's definitely been extremely hard, and I must admit I have cried 3 times watching that movie just because of how much it hurts.
Yeah, it's okay to cry. Strong men also cry. The Buddy Lee channel, thanks for $5. I think the harasser group was created by Lucasfilm. No one has ever been ID'd yet. The blame is always on them, and that makes the others look bad. Captain Liberator, $5. Bob Igor should put the plug on episode 9. They have Soviet-style show trial of the SJWs of Lucasfilm for the murder of Star Wars. I would support that. Now, I'm no commie, But if you want to have some kind of Russian show trial of Pablo Hidalgo, I'll go to that.
Does it end in the firing squad?
Yes, it might. It might. Nathan Malia, thanks for Australian $5. Also, props to Jeremy for raising awareness for Mara's cancer battle, which I would not have heard about otherwise.
Again, Anna, Craig, and Bonnie deserve far more credit than me. So I was just a man in front of the camera. So, and all of you deserve the credit. So, because if it would have been my bank account, she would have got about 35 cents because that's all I got. Because I'm married and I have a kid. So,
Jeremy,
that's gonna be in the future. Shit.
Jeremy, you did a good job. You did a good thing. It was very unselfish of you to use your time to raise awareness and money for Mara's cancer battle, and I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
Sure. Custom song maker, $5. YouTube hasn't sent me a single Cap Secrets notification in 4 days. Also, by my count, EVS has sold over 16,850 copies of Cyberfrog, including ash cans and amphibionics. Wow. Down forward punch, $5. Is soy pattern baldness hereditary? Asking for a friend. Now listen, I'm not bald. I'm thinning in the front. There's a big difference. Nicholas Glenn, thank you for $4.99. Jeff, love the morning show. Keeps me entertained on my way to work. Best morning show on YouTube, radio, or TV.
Ooh, thank you. Well, I'll be back tomorrow morning at 7:45 a.m. So I hope you're there too.
Alex G, thanks for $2. Trebuchets or boneless catapults. I like that. Boneless catapults. Chicken Sith, thank you for $5. I don't like that they're putting chemicals in the oil to turn the droids gay. I don't like it either. They're turning the friggin' droids gay. I can watch that clip over and over again. I absolutely love it. I wish if that guy, all he did was act like that, I would be an Alex Jones viewer every single day. I would never miss it. I tried to tune in. It's boring. Everybody said, "Don't you like him?" Nah, not really. But I like that one clip.
We had to watch him in college.
You had to watch Alex Jones in college?
He was on Piers Morgan. We had to watch his gun control debate, and he just screamed for 3 minutes about 1776.
Wow.
Oh, I love that. That is 1776 will commence again.
Yeah, that's what we had to listen to.
I like that. And actually, the other thing I like is when he invaded the Young Turks and got them really upset. That clip just kills me too. Good. 2016 was fun. You know, it was kind of fun. Riff Magos, thanks for Australian $5. Wookiee Lives Matter. Some guy on the internet, $2. Who the f spells Ryan as Ryan with an I anyway?
Yeah.
Spider-Man.
I got a clip for you guys. Hang on.
Okay.
I'm like shocked by it, so they're bashing it because I don't like gay people. I don't like them putting chemicals in the water that turn the friggin' frog.
Oh God.
He doesn't like it. Okay, he doesn't like it. He has every right.
Are you sure? How could you tell?
Hey E, says Spider-Man, not Bug Boy Marichi. Hey E, I'd take Jeremy's offer. To do him bald guys like that, take 3XL shirts, can't be choosy. Now, I'm not gay. I'm not bald. And I don't wear a 3XL t-shirt. You're inaccurate on 3 different counts.
Is it a 4XL?
It's not a 4XL. I showed them last night. And this issue should have been over as of last night when I showed them a stack of t-shirts straight out of my drawer. They saw that I'm somewhere in between X and 2XL. Like sometimes I wear an XL, sometimes I wear 2. I never wear a 3XL.
I can confirm. I believe I gave you a 1XL Geeks and Gamers shirt, if I'm not mistaken.
Thank you, Jeremy. And you've seen me wear it, and I look damn good in it.
Confirmed.
Thank you.
So.
Now, this chat, you heard Jeremy. Go straight to hell. All of you go straight to hell.
Listen, I don't have a lot of credibility with this chat right now, and I understand that. So I don't know if they're going to believe me. So
that's fair.
Oh my God! All right, that's it. Fine. I don't care. Hey, body. I'm body positive at any size, whatever it is.
All right, Faith.
Yeah. Adam Wofer, thanks for $2. Arch Warhammer to know more Warhammer. The Outpatient, thank you for what is that? What did he mean by that? Arch Warhammer to know more Warhammer. The Outpatient, $2. Mod Crush the Castle, Angry Birds with Trebuchet. Yes. Wiser in time. Thanks for $3. Jeremy's Ahsoka pick has a beehole for a mouth. What does that mean?
Oh
the-
my god.
That's the Jedi logo with Ahsoka. So
Oh,
It's got a
is it?
beehole mouth according to that person.
I see what you mean now. I see what you mean.
Yeah. Oh, yep.
Some guy on the internet, $5. Mundane Matt, literal garbage. Well, listen. Targa 7W, thanks for £1. Mark Beeman, $5. I got a fever, and the only prescription is more Cecil. Alex Melendez,
People to watch Star Wars with us.
Cecil can watch Star Wars with us. That'd be fun. You want Cecil to come in the chat? Chat, if you want Cecil to come in the chat, give me a yes or a no right now.
oh boy.
I'm going to leave it up to the chat. If you don't want Cecil, you could say no. But let's see that tank tread happen.
Cecil can take my place.
No.
Cecil,
Yes.
no, see, yes.
I see a lot of yeses.
Yeah, I have to admit,
Everybody
Well,
loves
very
Cecil.
adamant no, but
People are pissed off at him though.
Why?
Apparently, he put some like extremist image in his last stream or something. Somebody was talking about it this morning on my morning show. I was like, I didn't even know Cecil drew controversy or heat.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, we'll have to ask him about that. So we got Cecil Says here. I'm gonna send him over the link, and we'll just if he wants to come on, he can come on. I mean, we
We're
do
waiting
like
for you,
Cecil.
Cecil.
Yeah, and we'll just get through the rest of the chat. Cecil can do commentary with us. He's a good friend. He's good company, except when he's making noise. People still want yeah.
somebody's alive,
Yeah, Cecil, if you're here, I sent you the link, so come on in. And by the way, guys, I did send him the link, so if he doesn't show up, it's not my fault. You can't blame me like you want to. Alex Melendez, $5. Jason and Amanda Ward are two of the worst SJWs.
Oh.
Same for hashtag feminist nerd. Speaking of that one, good job putting her in check, Jeremy and Ethan. Yeah, it was,
Easy.
Listen, yeah,
it's so easy. She's such a words.
They're thirsty. Like, leave us alone. Hey, general message to weirdo Star Wars fans out there with thirst for the flavor of my Pringles. All of you, get the fuck away from me. Get away from me. I got nothing for you. And these weirdos kept saying, by the way, you're not famous. Nobody cares about you. I promise you. Ryan doesn't even know who you are. A few things. A, if I'm not famous, leave me alone. I don't know who you are. B, yes, I am famous. And C, Ryan knows exactly who I am. You better believe that. He just read that article, and he knows who I am. He's not that big a deal. And C, just leave me alone. I'm not bothering you. I'm just sitting here talking. I'm just wearing my 3XL my 2XL shirts. Not causing no trouble to nobody. Nick Zona Trash, thank you for $2. Fabio will play during the end credits of episode 9. I hope that's true. That would be great. Some guy on the internet, $5. I am Star Wars. Yeah. Riff Megos, thanks for $5. Fabio, I can't believe it's not Star Wars. He'd be perfect. He'd be perfect in there. Real Captain Marvel, thank you for $2. Lando should become the Supreme Chancellor in episode 9. Some guy on the internet bringing some more controversy, $2. Jeremy, I hate your video intros. And then he makes a little frowny face. I don't know. Face
Video.
of despair. Doesn't like that. I said that twice. I've stolen that off of you twice.
I don't like it either, to be honest with you. So, I mean, I don't like it either. So
What is it?
What's up, geeks and gamers? It's Jeremy coming to you with another video. And today,
okay, that's what they don't like.
that thing.
Yeah.
That's hardcore.
Jeff
YouTube.
understands now.
I've actually told because I told Ivan, I was like, dude, I actually went back and watched some of my earlier videos, and my God, my intro is so fucking cringeworthy. So I wanted Ivan to kind of get like clips of all of my intros over the past few months and me reacting to it because it's so bad. So,
and
I
that is
have a new
on the go,
intro,
by the way.
guys. I have a new intro.
You do?
Yeah, I now introduce myself as God Emperor Jesse. Because that was the name that this is not by choice, guys. I accept this humbly, but my live stream gave identities to a whole lot of people, including like my roommate is now King Rob in the North. He is a flag. It's impressive. My good friend is now the Jaminatrix. She does weird things after dark, and I was voted God Emperor. So I'm just doing what the people want.
That's what you have to do. You have to pay attention to what the
Right?
people say. Ivan, what I would like you to do is I'd like you to go through Jeremy's videos, and I'd like you to just pick one where he goes, "What's up, geeks and gamers? It's Jeremy with another video." And then I want you to, the O part, I want you to string together all of his O's.
Yes.
It goes on for 2 hours. I want it to be 2 hours long with another video. That would be a YouTube video that I would play.
And then Jeremy's wife walks in and is like, "Honey, are you coming here by yourself? That's supposed to be." Oh.
My God. Yes. Oh, yes.
That would be good stuff. Sonia Stramota, thank you for $2. I just miss Star Wars. That's the most sincere super chat that we've gotten. We miss it too. Targa7W, thanks for £2. Kami Pult, the SJW Treb, Hug Gamergate Hug Patrol. Oh, okay. So Economics and Comics, $1.99. Check out the Economics and Comics, new content now. So that's a little ad for a new YouTube channel, Economics and Comics. Tim Evans, $2. Love this community. 3XL Seer. I'm not 3XL. And Stan Lee, I've met Stan Lee. He will confirm I'm not 3XL, and he would be upset.
How long ago did you meet him, though?
A bunch of times. Well, when was the last time I seen him? Maybe 2 years ago.
A lot can change in 2 years. Just saying.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I could. Yeah. Some guy on the internet, $2. Deep voice, short hair gal, 10 out of 10. Yeah. So this guy's really digging it. Some guy on the internet is very controversial tonight. Yeah. Andy Bell, $2. Ryan Johnson's work is great farts and not great arts. Okay. Edward Coleman, $4.99. Episode 9, Darth Fabio and pansexual Lando and Star Wars, Brokeback Mountain, the lightsaber's touch. Shame on you. It's Fabio. He's a ladies' man. The Legend in You, $2. You're missing a bunch of good super chats. I'm not missing any of them. I'm getting them all. Ryan Pepper, $1.99. Damn it. Fabio is in 9 is just bad enough to save Star Wars. I agree. Governor Tarkin, $1.99. Ruin's head plus Rachel Maddow's neck equals golf ball on a tee. Whoa.
Nice.
Gojirify, $2. Who is Mundane Matt? Well,
don't worry about it.
Yeah, GRP Full, thanks for Canadian $2. I love the frog support. French Canadian need love too. Ian Voss, thanks for €5. Guys, instead of inflammatory t-shirts, you would be much better off making a bra for the SJW soy man boobs. That'll calm them down. Party Civi, thank you. Civi, thanks for $4.99. Glory to the High Council. As for the current topic, I feel nothing for JJ. May Ghost Teddy have mercy on his soul. Swinging Cod, thanks for $1. Gratz, $5. I'll bet Ryan Johnson and JJ hate each other. Ryan changed all of JJ's shit. I'll bet he slaps Ryan's take on the sequel. Disney quietly going to nerf The Last Jedi. That's right. K. Brady, $1.99. The only way to fix is to make Rey Obi-Wan's grandkid. Yeah, I like it. Swinging Cod, thanks for $5. It isn't leaks. They're trial balloons. They're testing the waters, throwing everything at the wall to see who could dig them out of this. Yeah, I agree with that. Midget B. I like the way you spell midget. Thanks for $5. Spaceballs 3, The Search for Spaceballs 2, The Quest for More Money. It's about the adventure to find the last existing copy of Spaceballs 2 in the universe. Trademark. Pit Spit, thanks for 499 Filipino dollars. Being a Filipino living in the Philippines, I don't care about American or SJW politics. I just want great Star Wars movies. They're so bad now, I don't care about Episode 9 anymore. Well, Pit Spit, that's what we're saying. You need to care because this is why they suck. Jeremy, see how they're interrelated. We're not just talking American politics for no good reason. Jeremy's Curls, $1.99. A lot of these Hollywood types have to be SJW. What?
No, I'm laughing at a super chat that just came in about you. That's what I was laughing
Okay, all right. I'll get there. Chubsy Ubsy. Why are they doing this to me? $5. Maxine Waters to play Mara Jade. Diversity matters. It'll explain Luke's temperament. Make Star Wars great again. Rainbow Brute Jedi. Geek Chorus, $5. Brooks tried to get Spaceballs 2 going, but he gave up because SJW rules Hollywood is obsessed with. He said PC culture has killed comedy in an interview. Jorge Rossetti, $2. Invite Cecil or Riot. I did invite him. He's not here.
Oh, Ethan, I need to interrupt you really quick. My mom's going to bed. And she wanted to say that you have a great voice.
Oh wow, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah. Good night. Good night. The Outpatient, Canadian $2, gives Star Wars to Christopher Nolan. Now that would be cool. I would dig that. I'm a big Christopher Nolan fan. Jeff, how do you feel about Christopher Nolan?
I like his movies, but he's too realistic for Star Wars.
Don't you think that would be good? You know, a realistic take, like a war movie, like kind of what Rogue One wanted to be.
I could get down for that.
Like
I don't know if I want Christopher Nolan's touch on it specifically, but
well, they let him have full creative control because I know we like the Christopher Nolan who runs, runs it over in Warner Brothers, but under Disney's reign, will it be the same Christopher Nolan?
You all know I worship Christopher Nolan. I don't necessarily want him for Star Wars. I don't think it's a great fit. But that's not to say I don't think he could pull it off. It's just not my number one choice. I want Nolan to continue doing original content because there's nobody better. He is legitimately a filmmaking genius, but his style to me, based on what we've seen, doesn't complement Star Wars and the fantasy elements. But I do think he could pull it off, but he's just not my top wish.
Does he answer your letters back to?
No, he doesn't even have an email address or a phone. So
I thought you sent him to as a production company.
I want Peter Jackson for Star Wars. That's what I want.
A couple years ago would have been cool, definitely.
Yeah. I'm
Meet
for
the
that.
Beatles, Peter Jackson. That would have been cool.
Oh my God. Okay, so Rainbow, $5. If Lucasfilm gets purged of KK and Co., watch the SJWs turn on Star Wars and attack en masse whoever takes over.
Good. And then watch the people that actually give money to Star Wars come on back, and then they'll be like, well, we got this internet hate, but Star Wars is really profitable right now, so
this is what's happening. This is what's going on with Comicsgate. Yeah, Comicsgate is proving that. SJWs keep money away from everything. As soon as regular people take over again, the money comes flowing in, and SJWs go, what the hell? What the hell?
Well, it's because 90% of SJWs are all poor college students who are completely in debt after spending all of their money on their useless education.
Yeah.
The philosophy degrees.
Invest in anything.
I don't know why people are seeking appeasement of them. I would just tell them to shut the fuck up. All of them. Kick them all out of here. We need trebuchets. Lots of trebuchets. Trebuchets, all aimed in various directions. Just fling them, and wherever they land, they land. Get them out of here. Mark Beeman, $5. Jeremy is wrong about The Force Awakens. It sucked. People were duped. Damn, dude.
That's not. I'm not arguing opinions. Like, I'm just arguing facts, and facts are that it was successful.
The fact is, you lost the argument. No one's going to let you lay this one down, Jeremy.
Nobody has given me a piece of data that proves me wrong.
We're not arguing data, though.
We weren't arguing data at all.
But that's what I was arguing. I don't care. Like, I can't argue your opinions. I'm just giving you the data that was produced from the film.
We're not arguing opinions.
What are we arguing?
We're arguing the sustainability of the franchise. Like, neither of us are saying that on paper, The Force Awakens
we can't open this back up. But I'm just saying, like, I think it's The Last Jedi that broke it, not The Force Awakens. That's my argument.
I think The Force Awakens set us up for The Last Jedi. I think we have The Last Jedi because of The Force Awakens.
You better come to Chicago so I can high five you, Jesse.
Yes.
You haven't even told me if you can go, Jesse, but you do need to let me know on that.
I'll go. I said I'll go.
Okay. Well, I thought you and Anna were telling me that with work and everything you weren't sure.
I'll make it happen. I will make it happen. It's happening.
American Trent, $4.21, $4.99. JJ walked into a franchise that could go anywhere. He remade A New Hope and introduced poor characters at Lucasfilm's direction, set up Star Wars' death, ruined, killed it. Boom. There it is. That's the timeline.
Ouch.
Bagel Goose is Cecil for $2. He says, "Where's frickin' Cecil? Cecil, I sent you the link, dummy. Come on in. I don't know what you're doing." Comrade Commodore, $10. Even though 7 was New Hope 2.0, there was plenty of storyline that could have been made into something great going into The Last Jedi. Rey First Order being fleshed out. # free Jeremy. You can't free Jeremy from his closed mind. You can't. Nope. He's got to do that. He's got to do that.
I mean, look, as we say, SJWs don't acknowledge facts. So, I mean, we're going to acknowledge facts or not. I'm not getting off the soapbox. We're
not acknowledging the facts. We're not dismissing your facts. We're just making additional commentary in regards to the future
that can't be proven by any analytical data.
But can't be disproven either.
We were arguing that you said, "Oh, J.J. Abrams should take over for all of Star Wars."
I never really said that though. That was
Roll
Ethan
the tape
said that.
back, Ethan.
What I was saying was that if we're going to have that conversation, we have to look at the whole picture as to the creative decisions that JJ was making and what were the situations that he was brought into where his hands were tied. I was just saying acknowledge
but his thing
everything.
is J.J. Abrams is a big name in Hollywood. I don't like him, but he's a big name. That dude could have threw his weight around a little more instead of, bowing down to Kathleen Kennedy in the story group.
And if you watch any of my videos, I've countlessly said he's a beta male. I've never disputed any of this.
If he's a capitalist, if he's all these things, he could be like, no, this doesn't work, this doesn't work. I mean, he could have not got the job with Star Wars and been fine. Bad Robot had been making movies for years. He had already done 2 Star Trek films. Like, the guy had nothing to lose. If anything, he was the last hope of somebody that likes, quotation, Star Wars that could have been like, this doesn't work. Now you just got a bunch of weak people that are just going to get fired left and right because of Kathleen Kennedy. I think J.J. Abrams set up that precedent a long time ago and has ruined it furthermore. I mean, you could even put that kind of like his inability to stand up has ruined Solo and what could have been with, I've never seen Jurassic World, so Colin Trevorrow, but his beta male-ness, if you will, has ruined it for everybody because it's given Kathleen Kennedy a big head.
Mm-hmm.
And that's possible. I'm not disputing any of the things you're saying could be possibility, but I'm just saying that there's only the data we have just says the movie was a major success, and that's all I've ever said. But your opinions on what could have caused are valid. They're all valid.
That's all we were arguing. It was just basing off why J.J. Abrams was not the right choice for episode. But I
never said he was. I never said he was. I was just saying if we're going to have the conversation, let's acknowledge all the variables that played into his creative decision-making with The Force Awakens before we're really ready to say, oh, he doesn't need to get Lucasfilm because of what happened in The Force Awakens creatively. And I was saying, okay, well, if we're going to have that conversation, let's acknowledge what were the things that he walked into. What are the decisions that were made prior to him getting there? Because those are things that he would not have to worry about if he took over completely. That was all I was saying was let's acknowledge all the variables in the situation. That's it. That's all I said.
The chat is begging for this conversation to stop. They're like,
I am too. I'm trying to buy a book and it just keeps rolling back.
All right, look.
I quote Jeremy, I am not getting off my soapbox. So this is.
But here we go.
Obviously Jeremy's fault.
The chat, we're through that part of the super chat, so we're gonna hear this. Everybody, just let the fans have their say. Okay. Sam Hale, $5. The Force Awakens was not planned. Each film is disconnected. Episode 9 will suck because it has no developed direction for a cathartic finale. That's correct.
Yep.
Zaire, thanks for $10. Jeremy, hashtag Jeremy's against The Force Awakens. Count the number of Zuvios, Rays, and Fins from 2015 that are still on sales in stores. I have videos and pictures of these clogging up shelves. Same with Rogue One. Merch didn't move. JR, thanks for $2. Now this is pod racing. Benjamin Beltran, thanks for 20. The Force Awakens was a scam. They sold you meat and gave you soy. Oh wow, I like that. You thought you were gonna get meat and you got soy. There are people in the chat that were asking if Jeremy's a soy boy. I stuck up for you. I said Jeremy was not.
I know the hornet's nest I'm in. I knew the hornet's nest when I opened my mouth this first time. I know it every step of the way. I know that there's like 95% people in the comments against me. That's not going to change my opinion or what I'm saying.
95%. A little persecution. I can't speak. Persecution complex.
Why do you keep trying to upstage me on mispronouncing words, Ethan? I'm tired of it.
I'm telling you, it's not great. I'm not at my best. I'm not very nimble vocally tonight. Trencher 1374. I did not like The Force Awakens, but I did not care enough to leave a review of it. I did with The Last Jedi because I hated it more. Zaire, $2. P.S. I love you. Nerdrotic Channel, thanks for $10. Here are your numbers. 10. This $10 says The Force Awakens sucks.
That was good. That was good. That was damn good.
Nerdrotic channel. Good for you. Really good chef. Thanks for $2. Can we kick out Jeremy and bring in Cecil? Obi-Wan, $10. The 89 is bogus because is Cecil in here now?
Yep.
If I may interject for one moment.
Hello.
Yes, hello, everyone. I just missed that argument. Would Jeff?
No, we're not doing it again.
Sure, yeah, would you mind just going over it one more time, please? Jeremy and Jeffrey, if you would do that, it would be great.
Oh goodness.
What
That's not,
Hello, Jeff.
that's
Hello.
not happening.
Ivan.
What's up, Cecil?
Go ahead. Go do your super thing.
Dude, you are so drunk right now, aren't you? Are you drunk before the show?
Yeah, I just came home. That's why I didn't answer your thing. I was out having cocktails.
Ooh,
What
classy.
a life you live. Yeah, he lives the life. He lives with his sister. He lives his sister's life. But he's out in a sailboat. He's drinking cocktails. He doesn't have a job. He's something else. Everybody
Lucky
loves
you,
Cecil.
Lucky you.
Mm-hmm.
Cecil,
I'm
teach me your
unemployed.
Are you
In
unemployed or are you fun employed?
Yeah, the second one.
There you go.
Let's see. Nicholas Glenn. Oh wait. Obi-Wan. $10. The 89 is bogus because The Force Awakens wasn't bad enough to motivate people to roast it on Rotten Tomatoes the way The Last Jedi was bad. 47 for The Last Jedi is bogus because it ignores the 0.5 star reviews, so the half-star reviews. Nicholas Glenn, $1.99. Jeremy versus Jeff. Winner gets a copy of The Force Awakens on Blu-ray. Well, that's not really who
Is
wins.
it going to be like a physical fight or a verbal fight?
Well, we already know I can't win the physical because you've told everybody
Or
you're like
verbal.
8 feet tall. So.
You're
not
just
in,
fucked
not,
either
in,
way,
not in
Jeremy.
this hostile environment right now, and that's fine.
Bring it
That's
on.
fine. Look, I'm a Hollywood Hogan fan. I can take the heat. It's fine.
Well, The Rock beat Hulk
Fine.
Hogan twice. Hulk Hogan never beat The Rock, so.
True story.
It's true. That's true.
All right, look. David, Gojirify, $2. Jeff and Jeremy, hug it out. David Dowler, $5. 9 will be 2 hours of unanswered mystery box. Horse shit. Unearned cheap. I like the word horse shit. I do like it.
That's a good word.
Me too.
Unearned cheap nostalgia, mediocre action, and awful characterization. Tell me I'm wrong. I can't.
Mm-mm.
The
Sounds
Dallas
like
Deadeye? Yeah, $2. Can Ivan say welcome to Fantasy Island?
Hold on. Bienvenidos a la isla de la fantasía.
Ooh.
Nice.
Ricardo Montalban thing going on.
I'm glad that I'm female, otherwise I would have just become gay.
Rick Moranis, thank you for $4.99.
He's back.
So I based my judgment on The Force Awakens originally on how they were going to tie it in with Episode 8. We all know what happened. Caustic Soldier, $5. They've been working on Masters of the Universe for a long time, but yeah, it's not looking good. Tila leaks show her in a mech suit. Looks like Bioshock. No. She should practically be naked, honestly. Paul Dozer, thanks for $5. I like The Force Awakens until The Last Jedi. I trusted they would explain why Rey was so powerful. Show Poe and Finn having adventures, and we'd see Luke as a Jedi Master hero. $2 from somebody who retracted their message. It seems like it was a curse, a slur aimed at Jeremy. Rude Dog, thank you for $1.99. Episode 9, casting Lando equals Lucasfilm is desperate. Star Wars Philosophy, $5. You guys still keeping me occupied. Social justice are still protesting outside my work at Melbourne University. Thank God the High Council is still alive. That's what we're here
Jesus.
for.
Do we have to stay live now as long as that protest is going on?
I got nothing
I think
to do.
Yeah, I think we have to.
Just for that guy.
Scumbags.
Did I just hear my intro in the background?
Oh yeah,
yeah.
I'm editing your video.
That is funny. All right. Colin Stevens, $5. I wonder if Lando will rape C-3PO and R2-D2 in Episode 9.
Oh my God!
Right.
What the hell is wrong with that person?
Oh.
Perhaps they'll make all the rapings like Mortal Kombat finishing moves. What is wrong with you, Colin? What the hell is wrong with you? Ian Aldridge, $5. Ethan, how many DUIs do you have? Also, I have 0. I don't drink.
I'm sorry. This is mean.
Also, your face is super sweaty and shiny tonight. How do you know? I'm not sweating at all.
It's a solid guess, though. I mean,
Why are you asking me how many DUIs I have when Cecil's in here? I don't. Pariah 1974, $5. West End Games wrote better Star Wars than Disney ever did. Jeff Myers, $5. My nephews are pumped for the Teen Titans Go movie, so that's good enough for me. It's like the hula hoop, for kids. Yeah. Hingle McRingleberry, thanks for $2. Jeremy is right on The Force Awakens, but he sucks at Mario Kart. Damn. Oh, he giveth with one hand and he taketh away with the other one. That was awesome. R. Kelly, $10. I knew Disney would try to remake the originals, but without actually remaking them. So The Force Awakens worked for me. I enjoyed Rogue One, but they completely lost me at The Last Jedi. But Keaton is definitely Batman. Dio Brando, $5. Have you seen the MovieWeb article about how Wasp was a disgraceful female lead and how they're hoping Captain Marvel is going to do the job better? No, we don't go to MovieWeb because of me, all that website does is troll me, the entire website, them, and they added pop-up porn so that when I read their articles, I click on something and porn comes up. Nope, no more MovieWeb. Biotechnist, thanks for $5. Does the High Council wish to read my book when it is finished? It's about a werewolf on a mission to kill his mother's killers. The Biotechnist, another $2. Praise the High Council, the new Senate. Yeah, we all wish to read your book. Dio Brando, thanks for $5. I saw an article yesterday about 5 mangas from diverse women of color. They're coming after anime next. Well, they can have it. DJ Ray, thanks for $4.99. Booker T and I both noticed you were really jacked today. Don't worry about your hair. Bald is beautiful. I'm not bald. Captain Picard is bald. I am not bald. I'm thinning a little. I can fix it. I could get hair plugs, like Joe Biden. I
can give you some of my hair.
Wore a rug, so I mean, he was James Bond.
Oh yeah, that's true. So there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong at all. I'm not ashamed. Philip M, thanks for $14,900. Jeremy is wrong with The Force Awakens and sucks at Mario Kart. The new couple name should be Jesse and Ivan. Uncle, you rock. Well, thanks. Thank you. You insulted everybody on the panel, and then you said something nice about me for a change. So I appreciate that. Chet Thomas, $1.99. Uncle E, hope hops has a chemical that mimics estrogen. Oh, so beer. I'm not drinking tonight, though. Edwin Coleman, thanks for $4.99. Episode 9, Darth Fabio and pansexual Lando. Star Wars Brokeback Mountain, the lightsabers touch. 8XL. We're not even. You're in another universe right now. 8XL. That's a tent. That's not me.
Can I buy you a shirt that's an 8XL? Will you wear it on camera?
Oh, please, yes.
We'll go to DXL and get you one.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. TR Wright 7, thanks for $5. Ethan, are we to believe that Andrea is a chubby chaser? Now listen. That crosses the line. Break All Day, $4.99. Hi, Ehe, Moist Fudge Frog, Gay Water, XL, Double XL. We love you, Patrick Stewart, VS.
That was great.
That's the best one of the night. I wish it was the last one because
nothing will be better.
Who was that from?
That was from Break All Day. Break All Day is good. He's always there. The Buzz General, $2. Cecil Lives Matter. Sierra Whiskey, 18.6, $1.99. 17XL is the new XL, I guess. You guys. That's insane. That would be like a tarp over an SUV.
Maybe you let yourself go.
SUV, Ethan.
They would have to move me. They'd have to move me with a crane. I don't. That's not what I look like. You guys have seen what I look like.
That's
what bothers me about
conventions?
This. No, that's not
the house. Calrac. You gotta watch an episode of The Simpsons where Homer gets too fat to work.
Break All Day. Thanks for $1.99. See, you admitted it. XXXXXXXXXXXL. No, I didn't admit any such thing. Professor Geek, $5. What's the best life lesson you've each learned from Star Wars?
The Empire did nothing wrong.
Let's see. Yeah, the Empire did nothing wrong. That's what you learned?
Don't run out on their kids or they'll stab you in the chest.
Never tell me the odds.
I'm going to say loyalty to friends, and I believe in that deeply. That's my sincere answer. Star Wars taught me to be extremely loyal to my friends and to be self-sacrificing, put other people's needs first. Geek Chorus, $2. Ivan, when will we see your epic re-edit of The Last Jedi?
Well, actually, I am on the fine cut stage of it, close to done within the next, I would say, month or so, and then it would take about another month and a half or so, depending on special effects, because I don't know if you guys know, I am inserting an actual Kylo versus Luke Skywalker fight, where I'm going to and you know, I'm going to need to do the special effects for the background, the lightsabers, the lighting. You know, there's parts where I almost cut Luke, and I'm going to do the sparkle effects for the you know, burning of the robe. So the special effects part is going to be the most intricate of all, but probably I'm going to release the version without the fight so people can watch it, maybe. Or should I just wait until the fight is completed? What should I
make people wait.
Yeah, I'm excited now. I'd rather wait to see the
have it
final
finished.
product.
Nicholas Glenn, $1.99. Jeremy, get Doomcock to do your intro.
That's a good idea. We should have had him do that last week when he was on. That would have been good.
£2. Message retracted. Thanks for the donation. Mark Beeman, $5. Ethan Shirt made the Kessel run in less than 12 XL parsecs. All right, okay. Gojirify, $2. 3x in Celsius. I have sexual intercourse. I have it. It's not like I want it and can't get it. I get it. Okay, I do. The outpatient, $2. EVS set a goal to lose 50 pounds. Now only 75 to go. Ian Aldridge, thanks for $2. Lucas's neck looks like he swallowed Rian Johnson. Ted White, thanks for $2. Are you Pi XL? No, I'm not. Pi XL. Tim King, thanks for $5. Ethan, you're looking jacked under that skin tight 3XL.
That's what I was laughing at earlier.
Now, listen, 3XL is not tight on him, but when he wears a 1XL, it does look like sausage casing.
My God.
In my opinion.
Thank you, Cecil.
Cecil, you are alive. The legends are true.
Word.
Chris in Oregon, thanks for $5. Rian Johnson is actually a hard worker when he's in a porta potty with choir boys. That's not nice at all. Jeremy's, and I don't believe that's true. I don't believe it's true.
Yeah, they don't make porta potties in the glory holes. Somebody would see you on the other side.
Oh, that image. Oh, God. No.
Jeremy's curls, thanks for $1.99. EVS is Porkins your daddy. No, he's not. He's not my dad. Ian Aldridge, thanks for $5. Ethan's tighty whities are like a peace flag with a cinnamon stain. 5X all the way. That's disgusting.
But are they wrong?
Yeah, I don't wear tighty whities. Ew. Joe Maroney, thank you for $2. Long live Irvin Kirshner. Mr. Pitbull, thanks for $3.99. Please get Dick Tor to join the High Council. Who's Dick Tor? I don't know. Well hung and dung, £2. I'm Jeremy's afro. Why do I look like this? I mean, you know.
Well, for the record, I mean, I used, according to the internet, I was bald until a few weeks ago when I started taking my hat off because everybody's like, "You're balding, just own it." And I'm like, "I'm not." I took my hat off. They're like, "Holy shit!" And like, exactly. So they're like, "Put it back on. Put it back on. Never mind." So, like, you can't please you. Dictor is Doomcock, by the way. So.
Oh. Yakase, $5. Hey Jesse, if things don't work out with Ivan, I'd happily have you as my loud, opinionated, rowdy, smoking hot bride.
You can try.
Thank you.
Oh, damn.
Down Forward Punch, $5. Maxine Waters' Star Wars name should be Barfo Wig on Head. Logan for Liberty, $2 donation. Thank you. The DJD Show, $5. Obi-Wan update at BGR.com. Paint Hall location rumored again. Geeks and Gamers, check your Twit DM for source link. Enjoy my Uncle Ethan's beard parody. Thank you. Lucifer Love Monkey, $5. Zack Snyder is the best choice. He'll burn Star Wars to the ground. Ian Voss, €5. I'll bet Ethan's forehead will grow another inch bigger next Friday. Quite a few Star Wars fans had full head of hair and wore large T-shirts before The Last Jedi came along. E-Man, $5. Jeremy, no one's arguing the data. We're arguing the metadata. The Force Awakens was an economic success for that one movie, but it put the franchise in a bad place. B3 Chandler, $4.99. Ridley Scott or James Cameron for new Star Wars directors. Thoughts?
Ridley Scott.
Ridley
Or
Scott.
James Cameron.
Yeah.
Ridley
Logan for
Scott is
Liberty.
capable of great things.
He is. Logan for Liberty, $5. I'd rather give Star Wars to Paul W.S. Anderson instead of Rian Johnson. James Cameron should direct a Star Wars film. The Force Awakens rocks. Travis Nelson, $5. Justin Bieber sells millions, therefore it is high quality music. Jeremy in 2018. Did you say that?
No. There's only one Justin, and his name ain't Bieber. It's Timberlake.
Yeah.
So,
we saw him. He was good.
that was a quote from Clerks 2 if nobody got it. So.
No,
really?
no, it's not.
No, because he's like, there's only one return.
One
and
King,
yeah,
King,
but I'm
it's a
saying,
Jedi. Oh, I was
Right.
like, that,
I mean,
there's
it was a
nothing.
play.
I didn't even talk
It
about
was a
Justin
play.
Timberlake in quotes.
It was a play on the quote.
It's a
yes.
reference, not a quote.
Yeah. So.
GRP Pulse says, Jeremy, you are a gaming guy. So The Force Awakens was an initial success, but it was an unsustainable success. Like GTA V. And what's that? Grand Theft Auto 5? Top 10 charts for 5 years straight.
Ooh, yeah.
I mean, I'm not a GTA guy, but GTA is a massive success, and they have been for a while. So, I mean,
Yeah,
I
think
don't like
GTA 5 is the biggest one ever.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
That's a great game, man. I wish I could play it right now.
Really? Carl Niemso, $5. You need context for statistical data to be understood. J.J. Abrams' Cloverfield paradox shows that he should be nowhere near Lucasfilm. JR, $2. Hail Cecil. Biotechnist, $2. Economically, it was a success, not as a franchise. Robert Collin, factually, he's right. The Force Awakens is number 4 historically, even in Blu-ray sales, unsurpassed by the Avengers. Well, a lot of people coming out for Jeremy now. Now that the fight's over.
It's because they used Google and got data.
Because they feel bad for him.
Rhino4563, $2. Thank God Cecil is off the wagon. What do you think about that, Cecil? Are you happy you're off the wagon?
Yes.
Cecil, I need to have you on the Geeks and Gamers channel. We're just going to have a fun time. We're going to do that.
Okay.
Soon. You down with that?
Sure.
Are you doing anything on Friday, Cecil?
What's that?
Are you doing anything on Friday, Cecil?
Yeah, I go out Fridays.
Oh, okay. Damn, you're gonna miss our Star Wars watch party.
I'll watch it the next day.
We wanted to hear you.
We wanted you to watch it with us.
Oh, if I go, you know what? If I go out early, if I go sailing in the morning and I get drunk by, sometimes I come home at 8:30 because I'm lit. We'll see how Friday goes. If I start out, if it's nice out, I'll probably start early. I'll start around 11.
I can't wait to meet you.
So, yeah, Friday might work just depending on how the day is. If I start late, there's no way. But if I start early, I can make it.
Ooh.
Jordan, Wildcrash, thanks for $5. Have you guys been watching the Guild Wars 2 controversy?
Yep.
What's going on with that?
I've got a couple of videos on my channel that have been covering it, and I have another one coming tomorrow. But basically, is nobody familiar with what's going on?
I don't even know what Guild Wars is.
Guild Wars is a video game, and 2 developers were on Twitter discussing the narrative aspect of the video game. They were SJW developers, and then a Twitch/YouTube streamer decided to respectfully, and I'm talking the most respectful response you could have humanly asked for, responded to her and said, "Hey, great thread. I just want to slightly disagree with you." And he slightly disagreed with her, and her response was retweeting him and playing the woman victim card. And she was basically saying, this is how women are treated in 2018 on social media.
Oh my God.
And I swear he was so respectful to her. And then it turned into her saying he was mansplaining to her because he was respectfully talking to her. So she said he was mansplaining. He still was super respectful to her. Then another developer came in that worked on the project, and they were both just trashing this guy and basically telling fans, like, we don't, this is our personal page and we don't owe you anything to give you any type of response. And so ArenaNet looked at it and fired both of them on the spot.
Yes.
Because they're like, we're not going to allow you to attack our community and our fans. And I'm like, fuck yeah. This is what we need more of. So I've got a follow-up video that I'm making on it now, but yeah, it's been a really interesting how it's all played out, and it's very cool. And I think Lucasfilm could take some notes.
I love that. I heard that story. That is great. Ian Aldrich, $2. Ethan versus Cecil sumo fight. Nicholas
I'll
Glenn.
have a bench press contest with you, though. I haven't lifted a weight in years, but I saw you struggling the other day, and I felt like I could beat you.
What do you lift, Cecil?
What do I lift myself every day? That's got to be something.
Nicholas Glenn, thanks for $4.99. Ivan Project. KK's head on Porkins in Star Wars. Then the Fandom Menace. I'm Big saying eject, and KK saying I have a problem here. PM eject. KK, no, I can hold it. Mark C, $5. Ethan, YouTube unrang the bell on my subscription to Caps. So what did I miss? I don't know, but make sure, guys, if you haven't, if you haven't checked, make sure
Jeff and Jeremy would just do a recap for him.
The debate? Sure. Well, in
I
2015,
felt that The Force Awakens was successful. Go ahead, you guys do it. You do it better than me.
No, I think you can handle
you're
it.
the best.
yeah, guys, just check and make sure you're still subscribed. Check that the bell's still rung. You don't want to miss any of my videos. I mean, you can miss Cecil's, but you want to be here for mine. Bill
Ethan,
Stevens,
can you give me some insight into this whole Ethan's looking real jacked today, Cecil's looking real jacked today? What is this? Is this some kind of inside joke on your channel or what?
Yeah, well, there's a guy named Booker T, and I guess there's a wrestling character named Booker T.
Oh yeah,
his real name is Booker T.
Booker T's a legend.
Does he say things like, "Hey, you looking real jacked today, baby"? Does he say that?
No.
No.
He says shit like he's a 5-time, and then he says it 5-time WCW champion. And
he said,
that, sucker?
And he also says some stuff to Hulk Hogan that we can't repeat right now.
Yeah, that is the greatest wrestling show ever. You need to watch it.
Again, Jeff, we still have to do this wrestling show on my channel. So,
dude, when we were debating about The Force Awakens a minute ago, I was looking at a wrestling clip. We need to just do this sooner than later.
Yes, let's do it this week. We'll figure it out. You just let me know what you have going on.
You should say, you did not just say that. Or something.
You are correct, Cecil.
Yeah, I remember that.
Well, that's all I know about it, but it's a new thing. It's a meme that goes around.
Okay.
Bill Stevens, $5. Cecil, prove you're drunk. How many fingers am I holding up?
One. That was rude.
The DJD show, thanks for $2. Enjoy my Uncle Ethan's beard parody. Thank you. Let's see. Gojirify, $2. No Billy Barty, no Masters of the Universe. 007 Cloud, $2. Jeff, I knew you and Jesus would get along. Dark Platypus, $9. Deathmatch loser has to buy The Last Jedi merchandise and display it behind them in their videos until a good Star Wars movie is released. I do that already. Ray Tulu, thanks for $5. Thanks for inviting Cecil in. Nice to have some testosterone to counteract all the soy.
True.
A Slayer named Buffy, thanks for $4.99. Jeff and Jeremy can have a video debating The Force Awakens argument with EBS or Jesse as moderator. That would be fun, I think.
Nice. I wouldn't be a good moderator. I would not be an impartial moderator.
She would.
Yeah, she'd be perfect. She'd be on my side.
I can't control Jesse, so I mean, according to a lot of the shill media, I only have women on my channel because I like to have power over them. Yeah, try to fucking tell Jesse what to do.
Dude,
Go
people
ahead.
really say that about you?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Steel Wars said it.
Who is Steel Wars?
Steel Wars. He's one of these guys that's all with making Star Wars, and he said that the reason I have women on my channel is because I like having power over them.
They talk about us a lot. Somebody told me, yo, those making Star Wars guys, and I don't even know who the fuck any of these people are. They have no views on YouTube. And I don't know what their podcast does, but who are these dudes? Who are these fat dudes who wear sunglasses indoors? Who are these people?
Well, I know this Steel Wars guy, apparently he's part of it's like the biggest unofficial Star Wars fandom. And someone reached out to me who was part of that. And she was like, please keep me anonymous because she's technically still a member. She's like, this guy, they treat the women in this group horribly. They don't give a crap what they say. They've had instances where they've only invited the men to certain events and whatnot. And it's really so this guy's getting out here trying to accuse Jeremy of being sexist. Meanwhile, he apparently treats women like garbage.
So according to YouTube, we're a related channel. Jeremy, you and I are both on this Steel Wars related channels list next to Collider, Star Wars Explained, and Black Series Rebels.
I'm not on there?
No, but the official Star Wars channel is.
How do I get on there? I'm triggered right now. I want to be on there.
You should be. This guy has 3,330 subscribers. Why is he?
Yeah. Yeah, well, see, so what he did is Jesse made a video for Geeks and Gamers a few weeks ago. I can't remember what the title was. I titled it though. It was "Dear Hollywood, we need more real men in movies," something like that. And instead of watching the video, Stillworth screenshotted the video title and then posted it to his channel. And his comments, they were just killing me, dude. They were talking so bad about me. And then all of a sudden, people start going, hey, Jeremy didn't make the video. It was actually a female. And then they completely changed their tune. So it's like they don't do any research. They just look at something and they assume something. And then when people started saying it was a female that made the video, that's where they started saying, well, that's because Jeremy just likes having power over women. Insinuating that I'm basically just putting women on my channel to push my message.
Honestly, what kind of man doesn't like having power over women once in a while? And that might be the problem with what's going on in society.
I enjoy having power over anybody.
Oh, I'm just saying, every now and then it's fun. Right? It's called male-female relations. Not all the time, not at the workplace, but you know what I'm talking about. All right, what are we saying here? It's enough of the 3X.
Sorry.
Coronis $1.99. Mel Brooks should direct episode 9. JR, $2. Can we get Cecil's version of Jeremy's opener?
What's up, geeks and gamers? This is Jeremy with another video coming at you.
No. Cecil,
wait,
Cecil,
record that. Jeremy used
that wasn't bad.
Hold on, let me try it again. What's up, geeks and gamers? This is Jeremy coming at you with another video.
I like the way it trailed off. Video. That was great. Yeah, do it one more time. All right, everybody be quiet. Cecil, do it again.
What's up, geeks and gamers? This is Jeremy coming at you with another video.
Cut that out. Clip that out. Yeah, good job. Kyle Miller, $5. Can we get an Alex Jones reference in Cyberfrog turning the frogs gay meme? Yeah, we will. We will. Alex Jones survived the end of the world, so he is going to be in the book. Yeah, everybody was concerned about it. I wanted to reassure people. I know it's a spoiler. The one is not Prime, $5. Hello, you started this gangster, and this is the motherfucking thanks you get? I know. Nick Sona Trash, $5. Ethan, just admit it, you wear 4XL. You eat greasy chicken wings. You wear soy pants. You're always sweaty. Well, some of that's true.
Hey, Ethan, you're at 68K. Congratulations, sir.
All right. Yay. Thank you, everyone. Really? That's great. No, I'm not. I'm not.
Everybody's saying it. Everybody's saying it in the chat.
I see 67,999, and now it's going to sink because when people are going to unfriend me now or unfollow me. Wait, let me. If it is, I want to get a picture of it. Oh, I am. I'm past. I'm 6802. Okay. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you. That's great. All right. Artie Scarano, thanks for $10. Star Wars Episode 9, Lando, the Last Shoehorn, Arrival of Mara, Not Jade, Luke, Han, and Leia return to younger selves again, except older this time, insulting, creatively void, sad garbage. That's one way to put it. Very well. Colin Stevens, $10. I'll tell you what's wrong with me, Uncle Ethan. You'll know once I name one of my favorite channels. Since you spoke with him once, Mr. Medicare should say it all. I like Mr. Medicare. Really good chef. Thanks for $5. Uncle E, have Andrea sew together the sails from Cecil's boat for a better fitting shirt. Tim Evans, $5. Jeremy, go see Transformers: Dark Side of the Moon. It made $1 billion. It's great.
Hey, go look at the Rotten Tomatoes score and tell me it's great because it's not the same as Force Awakens.
The Outpatient, Canadian $2. How many daddy's belts do you have to link together? Darth Catter, thanks for $5. Ethan, I replaced all the butter in my fridge with soy butter and you licked it anyway. It's okay to have a soy problem. You can get help. The Combine, $2. Ethan, SUV Skyver. Rick Moranis, thanks for $3. They aren't soy pants. It's just a moo-moo. It's not a moo-moo. I mean, This is, and by the way, I just scrolled down accidentally, and there's like 50 pages more of this nonsense. Paul Dozier, $5. Woohoo! Look at that blubber fly. Andy Bell, $2. In the future, I may be doing fan art of Cyberpunk.
Everybody's unsubbing to you right now, Ethan, because you said they were going.
Oh my God, they are, aren't they? Oh no! Oh, I lost like 8 viewers. Come on, guys, don't do that. This was a great way to wake up, says How Is He? Love from Down Under, High Council. Kaltenbach, thanks for $5. Say what you want about anime and manga. Unlike Lucasfilm and American comics, they actually give their fans what they want. Hollywood Hulk Hogan, $1. Thank you. David N, $1.99. Cecil, tell us about your sailing.
I have friends who have boats. I don't own a boat, but better than owning a boat is having friends that own boats. So and because I have a free schedule, I get to go with everybody whenever they get a day off. So I'm available.
Oh, cool.
That's my boating.
You gotta be kidding me. I've lost 25 subscribers.
What did you say?
I lost 25 subscribers.
He mentioned that they were going to start unsubbing when he mentioned he was going to take a picture of 68K, and then they took him seriously, and everybody started commenting, unsub. And you think it's going to get even worse now that you keep bringing it up.
Oh my God.
Watch it go down. Oh, damn.
This is a nightmare. This is a waking nightmare. Why would they do this to me? Oh, it's 68 now. I've lost 50 fans. I've lost 50 subscribers.
Holy shit. That's amazing.
I waited all day to get to 68,000, and now oh my God, I'm down 68.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Wow, that was a big drop.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Oh my God, now I'm down 100.
Cecil's going to catch up to you soon.
I'm at 3,496. I need 4 more to be at 3,500. So 4 of you, could you just run over there and subscribe?
Damn me.
Could I gain while he's losing?
Holy shit,
I'm now
dude.
down.
I'm gonna pass you. They're gonna make me pass you because I'm at 67, like 750. So.
You're about to be there, Ethan.
Oh my God, why would they do this to me?
That's awesome. Oh,
67, 869. They pushed me back into the Stone Ages. My head is in my hands right now. I don't know why this is happening.
3,500 subscribers. Yay.
Oh my God.
Congratulations, Cecil. You deserve it.
I feel like Logan Paul right now.
Did he get happy?
Oh, this is so horrible. This is so horrible.
Hey,
35-10.
real quick, I'm sending you a link on Twitter. Please watch it. It's exactly what you demanded, and it's done.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Yes.
wait. You're amazing.
I'm actually going to post it here in the chat if you don't mind.
Oh my God, please.
Can you post it in
You
the chat?
can't post
It won't post because you won't. The link won't go in.
Oh yeah, that is true.
Did you know?
All right, Ethan, they're all coming back.
All right, you guys got to come
30
back.
subscribers.
You didn't get him down to where I'm at, so it's fine though. Get him back up to 68. You got he's having a panic attack right now.
He's crying.
All
He
right,
wanted to
it's-
make a real man cry, so.
It's almost you're in good shape now, Ethan.
I'm not crying. I'm not. All right. Listen. Where were we? Oh yeah. Yes, a crane may be needed to lift you. So Spider-Man, not a bug boy, Marici. Blade Runner, Ethan 17XXL. It's no moon. That's the space station. Governor Tarkin 499. Ethan EVS chose to lick soy butter, which led to balding and soy pants. The DJD show. $2. Are my super chats showing up? Yes, they are. CD $5. Uncle Ethan, it looks like you're smuggling a trash bag of pudding and doorknobs under your shirt. That's not...
Oh shit.
Nicholas Glenn, $1.99. Is this High Council or Roast EVS night? That's what I want to know. I thought this was High Council. Go Jerify, $2. Jeremy Soul Ehe's hair. Dank Plank, $2. Keep lifting, Uncle E. You'll shape up. Thank you, Dank Plank. I appreciate it. I appreciate the Rainbow, $2. Ethan, do you drink bottles of your own sweat? What the? JR, $2. Ethan is the Eric Cartman of Comicsgate. Darth Tatter, $2. You know we love you, Ethan. Hi, Cecil. Chubsy Ubsy, $5. EVS, not only a member of the High Council, you're also the president. Ian Aldridge, thank you for $5. Any word on Cecil finding a girlfriend to save the rhinos from extinction? That is rude, Cecil. You know what? Like, you used to be the victim of the roasting, and that's changed. I mean, people really love you now, and
I'm not joining in on it. I because I have empathy, so I'm not joining in. Except for that thing about the sausage casing shirt. That was all I did.
That was that was it. That wasn't so bad.
Ethan, you're almost back up to 68K, and I just got to shout out to everybody. That was fucking cool that they wanted to fuck around with you, and now they're coming right back. That's pretty damn awesome.
Yeah,
I love our community. That was hilarious.
To everybody. That was cool.
I wish we could have filmed that. I wish that could have been part of the video, but
that was good stuff.
we do have the best fans.
Yeah.
Let's see. Mr. Snuffles, $2. Let's get Wes Anderson to direct Star Wars. Black Mephistopheles, $2. Ethan is roasted so much because his wife is so pretty. There it is. Jealousy right there. Blue Satoshi, thanks for $5. The 40-year-old nerdgen who said, anyone who says super chats are cancer hates fun. Mike Pronesti, Ethan wears 3XL supporting musician Hugh Jazz. Oh, Hugh Jazz. Anthony Mata, $4.99. Hi, Uncle E. Ever since I subscribed to your show, all I do is eat, sleep, Rose Tico, and I draw Rose Tico in the nude at work. Is that a problem?
Oh, Jesus.
It is now that you've told everyone. Felipe M. We need a Michael Mann Star Wars movie. Is 1,000 pesos, Uncle, like $3 US. Cecil, you're making a lot of noise.
No, not.
Are you running a vacuum?
Oh, you know what? The air conditioner just went off. I'll mute it.
Okay. Yeah, thank you. I mean, we love you, Cecil. It's just, it's noisy. Scott Wilson, Ivan is daddy. You inspire me every day. Thank you. That's nice.
Wow, that was...
Yeah.
All right.
Michael Beacon, $2. Episode 9. Lando murders suicides with Chewie and R2. Oh, it's awful. David N, $4.99, episode 9. Lando breaks out duct tape and gets into pork stuffing. Mr. McGiblets, $5. Going to donate $50 on the next live stream to whomever pronounces my name right. Ethan screws it up every time. Mr. McGiblets.
Isn't it Mr. McGiblets?
Giblets. You're right.
Biotechnist. World-class bullshitters.
Donated to him. Biotechnist, $2. I run a business and I know how poorly the TWA was made. Did you mean The Force Awakens? TWA. Blue Satoshi, thanks for $5. The GW lady previously got fired from another game dev for similar reasons. Doesn't seem to do well with people.
Oh, by the way, another thing I should have mentioned earlier was this Jessica Price person that the SJW developer that got fired. She also celebrated when Total Biscuit passed away. YouTuber
What?
Total Biscuit. She actually went on Twitter and said that I can't remember specifically what she said. You can Google it and find it, but she basically was just she basically said she was happy that he could not bother people anymore. Just a horrible human being. Terrible.
SJWs, they're all like that. I mean, and she'll say, well, he was a harasser or some bullshit. And then, they're just awful people.
It came up earlier with like about, they don't, SJWs don't look at people who aren't like them as people. They don't. Like, I can't wrap my head around it. It's so...
But then again, I mean, they aren't people because they don't human very well. Like they don't have empathy. They don't know when it's time to just be a human being and put politics down. They don't understand that other people have lives and families and jobs and feelings. They don't understand that. To them, everything is about torturing people who are not social justice warriors, torturing them until they become social justice warriors, which is your only response. And that they're awful people. And then if you ever go to them and say, hey, I'm a person with feelings and you're bothering me and you're hurting my lifestyle and whatever it is, you're hurting my family, they'll laugh at you and go, fuck you, then stop being a harassing bigot, sexist, racist. That's their response to all that.
Your feelings don't matter. Only their feelings matter.
That's correct. So we do have to put a stop to them. Again, we're working on it. We're working on the trebuchet. Let's see. Victor Von Doomcock says Mr. Pitbull. Gamma Catch, $10. Instead of trying to get swole, I think we all ought to hit 1 ton, become the world's fattest man, put ourselves in trebuchets, and launch ourselves at the left. Totem solidarity. Boag, thanks for $20 in Mexican. It's dollar sign, but it's Mexican. Is that pesos?
Yeah, it's just pesos, but the dollar sign is also the thing that we use. So it's kind of like, yeah.
So it's 20 pesos.
It's 20 pesos.
Geeks and Gamers, please summarize Gamergate.
Basically, a lot of journalists. There was a lot of sexual stuff going on for journalists that were sleeping with developers. It got busted to give good reviews and things like that. They were exposed. A few people found out about it. They started talking about it. Then once the gaming community started giving wind of it, then they resisted against it, and they wanted to hold these journalists to a higher standard. Then when the journalists were exposed for being crooked behind the scenes, they did what they always do. They blamed the fan base, and they tried to paint them to be all white, racist, sexist males. Then you had a bunch of non-white males doing videos saying, I'm not a white male, and I'm against this journalistic garbage that's going on. And it kind of just, it's basically like Star Wars is right now, to be honest with you. It's very similar. Now, there's some different interpretations of it, but that's the gist of it right there. It started out with gaming community wanting to hold gaming journalists to a higher standard when it was found out that there was a sex for good reviews going around. That's the gist of it without going into too much detail. But there's some really good videos on YouTube you can check out to get some more context to it. But that's the gist right there. Because everybody's a white, racist, sexist male. That's it. So,
well, we're working on something. Somebody just asked in the chat. They said, "What happened to your anti-SJW video that you're making for Comicsgate?" It looks like Ivan is done. Ivan, is that correct? Do you have the first edit?
Oh no, the Comicsgate video is not done.
Oh, that's not what you're doing. You did the.
No,
Geeks
I was doing the video.
Holy cow! Just play the audio. Just play the audio.
Hold on. Let me. I actually can't because I'm plugged with my headphones, and it's not going to.
Where's the link at? You said you sent it on Twitter.
I tweeted you, Ethan, on a private message, and I also put it on my Twitter with you. I tagged you in it. So if you log into your Twitter, you'll see it. Let me also give it to Jeremy and everyone else.
World Class can play it.
Yeah, I'm trying to get my phone's old as shit, so it takes forever to load it.
World Class bullshit. There it is. Jeremy.
I'm so glad we're not blocked by you.
Where are you sending it to? Facebook or Twitter or what?
Twitter.
Okay.
Just go into your Twitter. I just tweeted you into the video.
Okay.
Oh my God, how long is it? It's 55 seconds. That's pretty good.
Here we go. I'm gonna get my sound on.
Who's playing it?
I got it.
Okay.
Well, there's an ad. Hold on. Go Stowe first.
What's up, geeks and gamers? It's Jeremy coming to you with another video. Yo, 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 yo,
It's so cringe. It's so cringe.
We are gonna talk about
You know what my favorite part is? You have the exact same expression in every clip.
Oh God. Okay.
Oh, man.
Next, you have to read that.
I don't know what really started this. I mean, I used to start out going, hello, geeks and gamers. It's Jeremy coming to you with another video. And I think I just kind of added like an O onto it once or twice. And then one time I didn't do it, and people were like, where the fuck is your intro? What the fuck? I'm like, whoa, what? Is it that serious? And so I'm like, are you guys really like are you guys really wanting me to do that? And then people started commenting, going, no, fuck his intro. It's cancer and it needs to die. And then other people started fighting him. I'm like, holy shit, this is gonna be like PewDiePie's intro, you know? Because that became a big thing. So that's how it happened.
Nothing
And-
was
Guys,
as bad as Comics Explained intro. Oh my god.
That video is available on Ivan Ortega's YouTube channel. If you haven't subscribed to Ivan Ortega, go subscribe to Ivan Ortega now and go watch that video. The visuals are even funnier.
I just retweeted it. I'll retweet it on the Geeks and Gamers Twitter also.
I can't believe you were able to do that in this period of time. You got like 1 million of his videos strung together. That was great,
dude. I went up to Atlanta area and hung out with Ivan, and we did a live stream for Geeks and Gamers. Ivan showed me some of the stuff he's been working on with the recut of The Last Jedi. This dude is none of you know how talented he is. He is ridiculously talented.
Dude,
it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Yeah, I mean, Ivan is like the first time we talked on the phone, he was like, Jeremy, I can't believe I'm talking to you. I'm like, Ivan, you're like 20 times more talented than I will ever be. Like,
well, you're like 20 times more white than I am.
So yeah, Ivan's the man though. So
thank you, dude. Like,
let me power through the rest of these here. It's getting late, you guys. I'm sorry to keep you up until midnight. JR $2. Hello, Greedo is another soy boy. Stay away. Go Jirify. Ethan has 67,999 subscribers. Brandon Riggle $2. Can we get a glug from Uncle E? No. Wax Pants. Hey EVS, congrats on the success of Cyber Moist. It's Cyber Frog. Joe M $2. My paper on you is finished. What is your email, Uncle E? It's Ethan12032@gmail.com. The Joe Show, Australian $5. What's worse, Vince Russo, Swerve, or Rain Johnson Subversion?
Vince Russo Swerve. That's a wrestling phrase.
Lucas Miranda, thanks for $2. Last Jedi ending plagiarized. Last Escape from LA. Sierra Whiskey, $1.99. I just saw a pack of soy dogs in EVS's fridge. The Buzz General, dicks out for 3XL Ethan. He is trying. God bless him.
Done.
Bill Stevens, $5. Jesse, if everything falls apart with the marriage to Ivan, I'm available. I look like Chris Pratt, I swear.
Well, let me tell you,
100%
you're
believe
not gonna look like Chris Pratt after I'm done with your face.
Oh, Ivan.
I look like Chris Farley.
That's what I'm talking about. That's my type right there.
Obi-Wan, $2. Everyone in the chat, go review The Force Awakens now on Rotten. $2 message retracted. Thanks for the donation. JR, $2. Sell. American Trent, $2.99. Ethan's channel's been to Pat Bateman's apartment. Dio Brando, $2. Cecil needs to sing Boats and Hose. Do you want to do that?
Yes.
I think it's just the words boats and hose. I think that's it.
There are other words.
There are. Oh yeah, he's right. But I keep thinking of the same line, and it's really dirty. I produce a court.
Yeah. Put on your life vest. Let's drop anchor. I know all the words. I love that movie.
Go ahead, sing it.
I'm not singing it. They requested you sing it.
But I don't know the words.
Google.
Mind meld.
Sure. You're what, in New York? So, all right. I'm putting my hand out in your direction right now. You feel that?
I'm putting my hand down my pants.
All right. Yeah.
Oh God.
Jesus Christ.
Nicholas Glenn, thanks for $4.99. EVS needs to do Fat Man in a Little Blanket with Jeremy John's Star Wars blanket.
That's funny.
Jason Wells, $5. I'm just here for the train wreck. I see I made it in time. Gold Fox, thanks for $4.99. Why is everyone so mean to poor Ethan? Yeah. Did he take a picture with Rian Johnson? No. Dash 42, L337 infiltrates C-3PO's brain and completes the destruction of all original trilogy characters. Arg. Yeah. Rhino 4563. Uncle, you better start taking requests if you want those subs back. I don't think I can play the piano right now. I'm too hurt. Ghosty Films, $5. You got city hands, Mr. Cecil, from counting money all your life. JR, Ethan, your subs all belong to us. Dark Electrics, episode 9, Ray goes on to find Luke. She has a sea cow for her sexual milkshake pleasure. Next morning, her and her sea cow wrapped in Ethan's shirt. What the why did it have to go there? It's just everything. Darth Catter, in all seriousness, Ethan and his channel are great. Thank you, Tor. American Trent, Cecil, what's with the crazy ass stream photo? LN. What does LN stand for?
I don't know. Also, when he said you got city hands, that was a line from Jaws. That was Quint talking to Richard Dreyfuss.
That's right.
Yeah, just wanted to let you know.
Planet EJ OBN. There's no crying in Comicsgate. Planet EGBON. Jason Wells. Round is a shape. Just saying is all. Dio Brando. Elephant Van Skyver. The outpatient. The back of Ethan's neck looks like a pack of hot dogs. You've never seen. It doesn't. Jim Bobo. $2 Uncle EVS. Remember, round is a shape. Blue Satoshi DM'd you a summary of Gamergate, Ethan, for NOAG. Gojirify, $2. Ryan Johnson or Yui Bowl for Star Wars. Hinkle McCrinkleberry, $2. Dude, Ivan's video is freaking awesome. People like your video. MW77, Walrus Man is a more popular character than Ray. TJ Ray. Uncle Ethan, can you do a review of your new Rose Tico bed sheets, or did the wife have to throw it away already? It's down here in the basement. I'm working on it. I ordered Rose Tico blankets, and I'm going to put them on my bed and film Andrea's reaction to it. Everybody has been dying waiting for that video. It's coming. It's coming. Ian Aldridge, $5. Is Ryan Johnson the round head your round body is missing?
Too far. Too far.
Bird.
Damn.
Look like a snowman together. CD. Next Star Wars Lando pulls a Chris Benoit. Mr. McGiblets, $2. Got you, Jeff Arts. You got that $50. Highest Heights, $2. Episode 9. Lando crushed during sex with Jabba's gay son. Cult Commander, $1.99. SJWs demand conformity to their ideals. GoFox 177. You know now that I get a good look at Uncle Ethan. He does look like Fat Bastard's twin, but with less hair.
Wow. These aren't even funny anymore. They're just mean.
Yeah.
Can I say something? I would love to see if they might as well do the whole Lando as a pansexual all the way. I'd love to see him with a hut. That would be like the coolest thing.
Can we get back to
go back to the super chat?
No. Can we get back to slamming me for The Force Awakens and leave Ethan alone? Man, this is brutal.
Yeah.
Devastating. It's devastating. Travis Nelson, it is clear that Jeremy hired Jesse to make sandwiches and Ivan to reshingle his roof. Geeks and Gamers is a sham. Just kidding, guys. Love you guys. Desiccant, Ethan is having Danzig on to talk comics, possible. Yeah, I'd get Danzig on. He's a nice guy. Darth Hader, Jeremy with thousands of monies and yodels.
Nice.
Ahem, my eyes are up here, says, I can't wait for the one-liner from Billy D. Williams about how he used to ride the Falcon a little differently. Ew. Jorge Versetti, Cecil better end the stream with I did it my way. We can do that if you want.
Sure.
Bill Stevens, high fives, Ivan. John Candy, in Trebuchet we trust. Demongenai, hey, y'all, just got off work. Hey, Jesse, been meaning to say I appreciate that apple bottom, and I'm glad you verified that form for me on your live stream.
Ooh.
Welcome.
What?
Usually, what?
I mean, I demonstrated that buttons had come off of the back of my pants, and somebody did screenshot that and put that a bunch of places. I was demonstrating how I was on slides at a place that's basically an adult playground, and the buttons came off of my pants because I was sliding so vigorously, and everyone's takeaway from that was, ooh, look, Jesse's butt, which, can you blame them? You really can't.
It's the internet.
Yeah. R. Kelly, drinking Colt 45 tonight. Rest in peace, Lando. Stevie Sparks, $5. Don't listen to them, Ethan. A toupee and a corset is all you need. It's good enough.
Ethan, I have a question for you. I looked up your picture on Google. Why are you wearing elbow pads when you draw?
Oh, because my elbows, I have bursitis. So
okay.
You know, I have my elbows are always pushing down on a hard desk to steady myself when I draw. It hurts. So this makes it more comfortable. R. Kelly, $2 drinking. Oh, we got that. American Trent, last night pushing it. Cecil, respect Dadon. Joe M, $2. Ethan 123. No, Joe M. My email is ethan12032@gmail.com. So it says, I hope you like it sent. You sent it. It's going to get bounced back to you. A Russian name here. Basil. Cecil is cock. Okay. Sierra. Sierra Whiskey, 199, signed Ethan up for loot crates for life. God damn it. No. They stopped coming. It was great. It was great when they stopped coming.
Ethan still has a MySpace page? Cool.
I do.
I just Googled you for the hell of it, and there's your MySpace page.
Nice.
That's going to be old. That's going to be from like 2006 or
I
something
love
like
that comes
that.
up on your Google search. That's amazing.
You got that thing from Mystery Science Theater 3000? Cool.
Yeah. I threw it away, though. I bought one of the original ones and then drop kicked it out the window one time. It's drunk. Ethan is a wrestler. He wears pads for the bumps. I'm not a wrestler, though. Guys, I want to thank everyone for coming out tonight. It is now almost midnight. We've been streaming for 3 hours. We did a 3-hour live stream. It went quick.
Before we head out of here, I'm writing a song for Kathleen Kennedy, and I was wondering, since you're not playing the piano tonight, if I could just really quickly, just the chorus, just screen that by everyone and see what they think.
Yes.
Okay, so it goes like this. Kathleen Kennedy can suck my dick. She can suck it all night long. Because of her greedy, selfish power trip, my childhood heroes are gone.
Nice.
Is that it? That was great.
That's what I got so far. It's a work in progress. So
Yes. Beautiful.
yeah.
Beautiful. That's why we love you, Jesse.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much. I don't know. Do you want to hear Cecil sing My Way or no?
I do.
Yes.
Cecil,
I do.
You want to play?
Sure, but can I give a plug to my channel?
Yeah, everyone plug your channels.
I changed the name of the channel. It's now just called Cecil Says, and go on it. Sub me.
On it.
Why did you change it?
It was too long. It was Cecil's Diversity, Inclusion, Compassion, Kindness, and Comics before. People were having a hard time with it.
Oh,
For some
I'm already
reason.
subscribed. I'll never unsubscribe.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I'll plug my channel. I'm Jeff of World Class Bullshitters. Make sure you check us out tomorrow. Meet tomorrow. Good Morning Pop Culture. You're over on my channel. And if you're in the Midwest, come see us at Horror Hound Indianapolis on the 24th through the 26th of August.
I'm Jeremy with Geeks and Gamers. We are 220 subs away from 68,000. And you can also check us out over at geeksandgamers.com, where my team does an amazing job reviewing video games, movies, television, and giving strong opinions. So
I'm Jesse Milestone. My channel is Mindless Entertainment. I am currently the smallest of the channels, well, except for Cecil. I'm currently the smallest of the channels of the people who were originally on here. So I need your love and subscriptions, please. You will hear my Kathleen Kennedy song in full when it's done, and it'll be great. Also, just wanted to say one thing to that super chat about me making Jeremy sandwiches. I make a damn good sandwich, so Jeremy is lucky.
damn right I am.
And I'm Ivan Ortega, and my channel is named Ivan Ortega or Ivan Ortega, as you want. And I don't deserve your subs or your views, but if you want to, you're more than welcome, and it'll be greatly appreciated.
That was a terrible sales pitch.
Cut mine by doing that. Dara's be like, well, fuck Jessie. She thinks she deserves subscribers. We're gonna sub to Ivan. He's humble.
I'm sorry.
Ouch.
I just subscribed though. It was the reverse psychology. It worked on me.
I'm rewatching his Jeremy video right now.
Can you cut that one more time and just make it like even more melodic, like so he's actually singing? Ooh, so that he's doing the Star Wars theme song.
I might try to. I was going to do like a dubstep remix
Or the Imperial March. I think that would be easier. I think we can get him to video the Imperial
That would
March.
actually be great.
Oh.
I don't know, and I don't. I'm not just saying this, but I think this was one of our best shows, if not our best show. It was hilarious. Jeff and I had to have our debate. The chat got to destroy me. Ethan got roasted all night. It was great. We got to hear a lot of singing. I had a lot of fun tonight. So I appreciate everybody that joined us. So
Yeah, it was a great. Every week is so much fun here on the channel, though. Like I don't. There's not a week where I'm not looking forward to the High Council, and I mean that sincerely.
Yeah, I agree. Is
And
Ethan
thank you
still
guys
here?
for having us.
Everyone's still here.
Is Ethan still here?
He'd have to be, or else our whole thing would
Cool.
die.
I think he went. Yeah, where is he?
He's muted. I guess that means you should sing, Cecil.
A cappella? Usually I have an accompaniment of this. Ethan usually plays piano.
Well, Doomcock's not here to be your second.
Yeah.
There is a super chat from American Trent 421 that says Cecil is vag, victorious, amazing greatness.
American Trent, you're the real MVP.
Is he getting his keyboard, or should I just start singing? I'll sing us out. Also,
All right,
tomorrow night I'm on with Nurkish on my channel. We're doing Cancer Cast, which is just a horrible thing to listen to if you're in a bad mood. And hopefully I have a channel the next day. It gets a little ridiculous.
He is dangerous.
In fact, we're doing it on my channel because his live stream is cut off for 90 days from his last one.
Ooh.
Damn.
Maybe I shouldn't be doing it on my channel.
I wouldn't if I were you. Self-preservation.
Yeah, that's.
And I just got monetized, so it'll be my first time getting a super chat tomorrow.
Hey, Darth Catter sent a super chat, and he said, "My wife and I work in different states. I listen to all of you guys' videos while driving to and from every weekend. It makes the drives so much easier. Thank you so much." And let's see, Bagel Goose says, "Cecil is the best." I think we all agree with that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'll sing us out. If you guys know the words, I mean, I really don't have that much of a voice. I like, I'll just do the first 4 verses. And now the end is near, and so I face the final curtain. My friend, I'll say it clear. I'll state my case, of which I'm certain. I've lived a life that's full. I've traveled each and every highway, but more, much more than this, I did it my way. I'll end it there.
Yeah, woo!
I can hear the thunderous applause coming from outside.
That was beautiful.
Record an
Oh my
album.
God, Cecil, thank you so much.
It is so. Where's Ethan at?
Yeah, because we can't
Yeah,
actually.
he's back. He's back.
Oh, there he is. There he is.
Oh, he's on camera.
Oh
Uh-oh.
wow.
Oh,
We can't hear you, Ethan.
He ate his microphone.
And now he's muted. And now he's not. We still can't hear anything you're saying, my friend.
Ethan, if you want to call me and you can talk into the microphone.
He's cutting it.
He's
doing
Chris
it for-
Benoit-ing it.
He's saying goodbye to everybody. All right,
All right,
goodbye,
goodbye,
everybody. Have a great night. It was
All
good
right.
seeing you all. Bye.
Bye,
Good morning,
everybody.
pop culture. Come back in the morning.
Goodbye.
Bye, Ethan.